Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to today's stream, Guildmates of Ravnica. Hang on a minute, isn't this supposed to be the Planescape One-Shot Wonders? Oh, hi Kyle, what are you doing here sitting in the DM seat?
Hello. I took a
Hi.
wrong turn, but I think I took a wrong turn, but I think I ended up in the right place.
I mean, it feels a lot like the right place. It feels like the very,
It
very
does.
right place.
It does.
Well, welcome everyone. So first of all, today, guys, check out my social links. We've got Discord, we've got Twitter, and we've got YouTube. Discord for community, Twitter to come and get a game. Just send me a DM and I'll get you a game. And YouTube, just go and catch up on everything else that we do. This is the first show of this one, so you can't catch up on this yet, but you will be able to in about a week. Also, check out our Patreon. We have free stuff and we have exclusive stuff. If you have a Patreon subscription, you can use that second link to make notifications happen on screen. Also, check out our merch. All of the deals, I think, are done now for the merch. The Cyber Monday deal bonanzas ended, so we're back to regular merch prices now. We also have sponsors in the form of Bird and the Storm Publishing, who make lovely merch. The proceeds go to charity. And also Mage Hand Press, who make the space expansion for D&D 5e called Dark Matter. That sounds like it interests you. Check out those links. Lastly, we have a tweet. We haven't actually discussed what's going to happen when we get hit to Unleash Leagues. Are you okay to do Wild Magic Surges, Kyle? Are you feeling good on the Wild Magic Surges?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's just keep with a tried and true system there.
Tried and true. Beautiful. Well, that's everything from me, so why don't we go around and say hello to everyone? We already know you, Carl, so I'll start somewhere else if you don't mind. Why don't we start just below me with Skeptical? Oh, hi.
Hi. Yeah, I'm Skeptical, and I'll be playing Luxodon Paladin Gaja. I am doing a master's degree in game studies, so if you have any kind of interest in like Hispanic themes and stuff like that, because my degree has to have some Hispanic twist, look me up on Twitter, and I would love to interview you and talk to you about all things nerdy and Hispanic.
Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, I'm sure. I think I remember you messaging me before now. Actually, I can't remember if I ever connected. Anyway, yeah, that sounds awesome. Thank you so much. Next around, we'll go anti-clockwise around. We come to Fate Kills. Oh, hi.
Hi guys, I'm Ashley. I exist happily in my own little Ashley bubble. And I'm out of school, thank God.
I mean, that's totally valid. That's probably one of the better intros, to be honest. Just yeah, I'm a human. Hi.
Hi.
Perfect. Thank you. Welcome. Next around, we have welcome back an old face. Oh, hi, Nergo.
Hey, I'm Norbert. I'm playing Ivar, the Simic hybrid, a human manta ray hybrid. So we'll see how that plays. He's a storm sorcerer.
Oh, yeah, I suppose before I should hand over to Kat, I should mention I'm playing a paladin today.
Wow, all this gold is for me?
Tried and true, says River. Excellent. One more magic surge to give out, and he gifts that to you, Kyle. Oh, hi.
Okay, so we will we'll roll that up at a very appropriate time here once we start. Excellent. One surge already. Good. Okay. Yeah. Hi, I'm Kyle, Sir Stalwart, and thanks, Ezra. We'll get to that. And yeah, today we're going to preview I guess will be a new series for next season that'll start in January here. Roughly the same time slot. I think we might tweak it. We may tweak it an hour or so here or there, but probably about this time slot next in January. But while One Shot Wonders is on a brief sabbatical, we'll touch on this and setting that is very near and dear to my heart, Ravnica, which the new book from Wizards of the Coast, Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, just came out, and I got it and I had to comb through it real quickly, and I read all the original novels on Ravnica, and it's a wonderful setting. So we're going to be the first to dive into that here on Scratch Channel, and yeah, the setting itself is just the world is covered and mostly covered in city, and with many wonders happening underneath the surface as well as on the top. And the setting is from Magic the Gathering, which is now also a Wizards of the Coast property. So a lot of good crossover stuff there. And I guess, without further ado, I'll just hop on in here. Now, instead of doing our typical, introduce each player and their character kind of thing, we'll try to push that right into the narrative. So, for all wonderful players here, yes, Scrat, do you have anything else to go before we hop right into the narrative?
No, you can hop right on in there. You carry on.
Okay. So, you all are approaching the complex known as the Sacred Foundry. Now, the Sacred Foundry is a training yard slash just general complex of buildings for the Boros Legion. The Boros Legion being one of the 10 guilds of Ravnica. Most, anybody who's anybody is part of a guild. There are guildless, lots of guildless out there, but anybody is part of the guild. And you all are level 5 characters, so you've been around a bit, and you all have your own special skills, and your special skills have been noted by the Boros, whether it be for your applying or your deeds that have caught the attention of the Boros, and you've been enlisted to help them on a special project. So you are meeting, you're supposed to meet Commander Yazan at the Sacred Foundry, and you're all meeting at the front gate. And it's surprising to see that you don't see a whole lot of angels. There are angel presence in Ravnica. Some of the highest members and the highest member of the Boros Legion itself are angels, and there's a few different kinds. But you see 2 angels at the gate to the Sacred Foundry, and they wait for all of you to show up. They have a list. They see that all 4 of you are in your party, and they show you where to go. They say go to Training Yard B and await Commander Yazan. You all group together. You file in and go to Training Yard B. You're standing in the middle of Training Yard B, and you look around and you see there's it's quite beautiful in here, but very busy. You hear a lot of clashes of combat. You hear a lot of other miscellaneous training, and you see a lot of people coming and going, everything from minotaurs to humans, and unlike in a lot of other D&D settings, goblins, which we happen to have one here today. Goblins play a pretty significant role in Ravnica, and you got variations. You have your doofy little goblin, but then you have goblins that are also very smart and carry some weight and rank. So you're looking around, and this is a quite busy area, and you're standing waiting for this Commander Yazan. Never met the guy, don't really know what to expect, but you're where you're supposed to be, all of you. And then you see a flight of rock overhead. Rock are, in this setting, are pterodactyl-like birds, about the rough shape and size of pterodactyls, and that the Boros Sky Knights ride around and patrol. It's kind of like their cup cars. And the Boros they cover everything from they'll break up street fights the whole way up to whole full-blown world-conquering forces coming to Ravnica. They are the militia, the military, and they are all about justice by any means. And so the flight of rock overhead, does a nice little pattern, and you're looking up, and some of the rock are cawing, and one of the figures in the formation drops down and does like a nosedive down towards all of you, but pulls up roughly about 15 feet in front of you, pulls up and does a whole wingspan and does a beautiful flourish, and the rock puffs out its chest, and you can see it actually has armor on its chest and on its head, and it has a saddle on the back with a rider. A full-plated humanoid figure is on the back of the rock, and he sets the rock down very elegantly and hops off and puffs his chest and begins walking over, pulls his face mask back, and you see it's a rather dashing human man in probably his mid-40s. And he walks over to all of you and continues to remove his helmet and you can see he has a slightly scarred side of his face. It looks like he's seen some shit. And the gentleman walks over to all of you and looks at you. Are you all here for Commander Yazan?
Yes, sir.
That is I. It is pleasure to meet all of you. Excellent. Can all of you hop in formation for me for a second? I'm sure you know what that is, right? A line, straight line.
Sure.
Right away.
Oh,
We know.
very good, very good. Okay, we're off to a good start. Okay, well, as I mentioned, I am Commander Yazan, and I am, okay. You must be, okay, excellent, good, okay. And he pulls out a piece of parchment, looks it over, and looks at each of you. Very good, very, okay. Okay, so, you are my secret detail. I am so happy to meet all of you. Okay, so, yes, I have all your names and, statistics, what statistics? He folds the paper. He says, okay, so you're here to help me with a problem I have. And this is the Sacred Foundry, as you know, because you showed up here. And if you all here to join the Boros Legion or to help the Legion in this project, you have been promised to be rewarded quite heavily, because this is to be hush-hush. So if you want to join the Boros here, you just know that we don't train here. We don't train perfection. We forge it. The Boros, we don't fuck around. Okay, so I guess each of you in line, starting with he'll point to you, Sator. Each of you in line, I'd like you to step forward, and so I can get a good look at you and introduce yourself. So as each of you he'll call out each of you to step forward, to shake his hand, and to introduce yourself. Tell him a little bit about yourself. Can you tell the other players and the audience what Commander Yazan's going to see as you're approaching him to really show him who you are, what you're going to say to him to describe yourself? Maybe Sator first.
Well, I'm here to learn, I guess. Do some secret mission. Is this more missionary work? And he just, like, mid-sentence, just stares off.
Okay, you're that one. Absolutely sure. What do you look like? What is he staring at?
Oh, he is a purple-skinned tiefling with lovely little black horns, which are quite neatly trimmed down. He dyes his hair blonde, so the roots probably look black, but the rest of his hair is a luminous yellow color, which offsets the purple nicely. He's wearing full chainmail vestments. He looks like he could literally be going to a wedding, or he could be going to a party. He's your typical priest. He's got a massive shield on his back, a length of chain wrapped around his belt, and some spears across his back. He looks like he could go to a wedding, but also possibly kill everyone there.
Okay, excellent. Okay, wedding with a side of murder if necessary.
If necessary.
Okay, good. So he clicks his fingers at you over here. You're that one. Okay. Yes, missionary work. Absolutely. You could put it in that category. So I hear your talents precede your attention span. Now it makes sense. He shakes your hand very firmly. I think you can find good purpose here with the Legion, young tiefling. Yes. Okay. Fall back in line. We'll talk later, you and I. Yeah. He calls next, Gaja. He waves you forward. Oh, I do love Lux. Come.
Sir. So when he looks at me, I'm towering above him by quite a bit, as I'm over 7 feet tall. I am essentially a bipedal elephant with hands and full chainmail. Bald head, but I have the front of my helmet sort of sideways, and the front of my face is painted in the colors of the Legion. Sir, My name is Gaja,
To the academy. Please take your
and
seat.
I feel duty bound to inform you, sir, that I don't do hush hush very well on account largely of my size. But I will, of course, do my very best, sir.
Oh, I think you will do splendid in the hush hush that's needed. Gaja, is it, right?
Sir.
He pulls out the paper again. It's your heart that we need, dear. It takes a special someone to go out of their way to help those in need, especially the guildless and the forgotten. So, yeah, it is your integrity that shall carry you very far here.
I will do my utmost, sir.
Excellent. Step back in line now. Yes, the Simic. Oh, come on. I know, you're all fancy. Come on.
And he steps forward and unwraps the manta ray wings, so they are like going all white, and does a slight bow. Hello, sir. It's an honor to meet you.
Thank you. Yeah, when they told me they were sending me a hybrid, I'm going to be frank with you, sir. I'm not a huge fan of Simic. Your biologist wizards tweaking things, unnaturalness, whatever suits you. I get it. I enjoy fish too, just not on me. I hear you're a huge asset in the field. I'm going to take you on your merits. Tell me a bit about yourself. What have you been through?
Don't worry, sir. I have been a huge fan of the Legion. Ever since I saw your work, I wanted to help people instead of just watch and take notes of whatever they're doing over there in the Combine. I can't live like that.
Good. A person of action. That is what I like to see. Good. Okay. Good firm handshake. I like that. Tuck those tails in there, please. Those look like they might be slapping somebody in the face here before long.
I'm sorry. I only have partly control over them.
That's okay. They're very cute. Yes. Cute. Very nice. Okay. Pleasure to meet you. I aim to see your prowess. You're in the field. Good. Okay. Last but not least. Oh, come forward.
Me?
Looks down at you. Come. Don't be shy.
The name's Kiz, and I'm suddenly Australian.
You are down under there. I see you. Good.
What is it you said we're doing again?
Special mission.
Right.
Yep. I'll explain here shortly. Yes. It says here numerous deeds of daring. Explain
that might
that.
say explosions, but that can be pronounced daring.
It might have been a typo. Yeah. You don't get me wrong. You look daring, sure, and energetic, but
And green? Do I look green?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, you going for that shade? That's good.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, what is he seeing as he looks down at this goblin? What's staring back?
Kiz is like 4 foot nothing and green, and it looks like he may have skinned a turtle at some point and strapped it to his chest and back.
Oh, okay. So he's like one of those little Koopa.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
That's
cool.
perfect.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Armed and ready. I really got to get with my intel people. Yeah. Okay. So, nice firm handshake there. Don't want to hurt you. Okay. Hop back in line. Great. Feats of daring. Really? I don't know who wrote this shit. Okay. Excellent. So, now that I met all of you, because I'm putting a lot of trust in you, you see, I have a special mission that I'd rather not share with just anyone. So, figure I'd like to get to know you before I put my ass on the line. So, what I have for you is, how many of you have been in the Undercity? Because, I mean, okay, maybe all of you have, for all I know. We have a special mission. There is an agent of, oh dear Lord, I didn't write it down. Yes. Crap. What was it? Okay, so there's a fine broker. There we go. There is a fine broker, a Golgari fine broker, that apparently has had contact with one of its Boros counterparts. And this fine broker has been working undercover for us, finding things from dead bodies of guild members that might be dangerous if sold on the black market. And he finds things from the dead bodies, he gathers them and sells them back to us. Not quite the best deal for us, but it helps keep it off the streets. So that's what's important. This Golgari fine broker has found a slew of is it guild member signet pieces, which are powerful in and of themselves, but he also found one of their fancy little gauntlets that shoots lightning and shit. So we're gonna get you to go down there and gather all that. But what really piqued our interest is that he says he has some intel about higher Golgari members that might affect the safety of Ravnica itself. So we need to see what that intel is, and we need to get it back, and we need to get the intel back here and escort this gentleman to safety. He's going to take up safety with the Celestian Conclave, and because they're all hippie worshipping folk, they're going to give him refuge, because I guess the Golgari are on to him for knowing this intel. So all I need you to do is go down there, retrieve the Izzet artifacts, escort the gentleman, the fine broker, to the Celestian operative, and come back. Tell me what I need to know about this Golgari upset, and yeah, and the mission's over. That's simple. Should be a piece of cake, right?
So we're after lightning?
No, just the machines that make death lightning. Yeah.
Can make lightning too.
Yeah. See, well, I just recommend not practicing that in crowded areas or pushing buttons on the machines.
Excuse me, sir.
Crowded area.
Sir, I have a question. The priority here, would it be the person, the items, or the intel?
All three. We have promised safe passage for, yeah. Oh, you mean priority listing? That is a great question. I don't care for the Golgari. I really don't. So I would say the items, the intel, and then the fine broker. So, but I don't think he's going to give you the intel until, until he's well on his way to being safe. That's my guess. So
then I will make it my personal mission to keep him safe.
Oh, very good. See, that's an integrity. I like it.
You said to press the buttons?
Press the buttons, destroy the
Press
machine, kill the Inquisitor.
Got it. Let's go.
Okay, so my next step was to put someone in charge. Now I might as well just roll the dice. Oh my, that's this. Okay, well, gentle Loxodon, as timid as you are, I think less death will come with putting you in charge. So we'll go with less death. Excellent. Mr. Sator, speaking of death, how about I put you in charge of keeping the fine broker alive?
Keeping the fine broker alive.
Yeah.
An interesting twist. I like it.
Him?
So, yes, he's going to be in charge of keeping the elven fine broker alive. Gotcha?
As you say, sir.
Gotcha, you are in charge of the overall...
Everything else, I understand, sir.
Oh, okay, good. Yep, good. I knew I could trust you. Kismet, you're in charge of.
Buttons.
My lord. Of making sure no one presses the buttons.
Except me.
No one. No one. But if you do, then someone did, then you failed your mission. You see?
So no one can press the buttons except me, sir.
No, just no one. Not even you.
Okay, I think I have that.
Okay. Gaja, that comes back to you, making sure he has that. Good. I'm sure you'll do well. Ivor.
Yes, sir.
Ivor, I need you to make sure that the fine broker makes it to the Celestian operative in Precinct 6. Okay?
All right.
Okay. The Happy Thallid is the name of the tavern in Precinct 6 that you'll be meeting the Celestian operative. The Happy Thallid. Good. You look. I'm reassured already. All of you have given me a warm and fuzzy.
Hang on a minute. What about the Inquisitor that you mentioned just moments ago?
Okay. No Inquisitor this time, Sator. Maybe next time the Inquisitor mission.
Didn't you say we had to kill an Inquisitor? That's.
No. Keep the fine broker alive. Remember, that's your personal mission.
I
Okay.
won't let him forget, sir. I promise I won't let him forget.
Aloxodon never forgets. Excellent.
Never. I remember absolutely everything, sir.
That's good. From toe to trunk. I'm sure you got it. Okay.
And tail, sir.
Okay. Yeah. If you're doing the try. Okay. Very good. Geometry. Okay. Good.
I have two.
Okay. Is there any other questions? This is more of a proving ground for all of you. Okay. So please don't make me regret this. Please. Good. Very good. Okay. Just find your way out.
And you want information out of the fine broker?
Yes. But he's willing to give it if in exchange for safe passage. That goes over to Ivor. He points to Ivor. Ivor's in charge of safe passage. Okay? He's in charge of direction. You're in charge of killing things that might hurt the fine broker.
Yes. Yes, killing things that might hurt the fine broker, yes. Especially any Inquisitors who come along, yeah.
Oh, yes. They come out in droves, so be prepared.
No one expects them.
No, but you will. Dear God, help us all. Okay. Excellent. So, yes. Here is a mark. Gaja, he hands you a map. Here's a mark on the map. You go down in Precinct 4. You can meet, you'll meet the fine broker down there at this position in the Undercity. And yes, he will be there all day until you arrive. So shouldn't be any problem there, right?
No problem. No problem whatsoever, sir.
We will almost certainly be successful. God is on our side. Or gods.
Yes.
Some of
All
the
of them.
gods.
And the angels. Don't forget the angels. I love
All
the
of them.
angels.
Oh no. Okay. Please don't touch the angels on the way out. They don't like them. Hands. Yeah, instead of hands inside, don't touch the elephants. Elephants' hands inside, don't touch the angels on your way out.
What about the trunk, sir?
Oh.
You know what? You'll learn. We'll learn you quick. Yeah, just try not to touch the angels on the way out. That's just a general rule of thumb when you hang out with the Boros. So, all of you, while you're on your way out, Gaja, you're leading the pack here. Let's roll that wild magic surge as you're walking through the Sacred Foundry, courtyard. So, what is Scrat? What is the magic number?
Oh, it is 614, and we also have one from our retweets as well. We are up to, 12 last time I checked. Hang on a second, let's check again. We're up to 15 retweets already today, so halfway to our second one.
Okay. We have a little 315 action.
For those of you who are interested, we have our very own Wild Magic Surge table. It is available in our Discord, and you can add to it should you wish. I'll DM those to you, Carl.
Okay. Ooh. And Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's easy.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That one we okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. Okay, cool. Okay. So okay. So we're gonna leave the surface, the cityscape of Ravnica. Right? The city of magic, the city of guilds. It's beautiful. It's a cityscape, sprawling for miles and miles. And we're going to get away from all that beauty and head to the Undercity. Now, the Golgari, you're going to meet a Golgari Findbroker, which is basically someone who digs through all the dead bodies and putridness and sewage and shit that ends up down in the Undercity, digs through all that and finds useful things to sell. The Golgari are a guild. Their main job is to make sure everyone in Ravnica is entitled to food. So food is not a problem. Everyone in Ravnica can eat. They don't. The Golgari, there are mushroom farms and shit, all underneath Ravnica's city. So food is not a problem in Ravnica, although you got to eat fungi and all kinds of crazy underground shit. And they also are in charge of disposal of things. To them, there's really no difference between life and death. If someone dies, oh great, it's just another day. A lot of times they'll bring them back. There's legions of zombie workers. They are the largest guild by population standards, because they have plants and zombies and stuff that they all do a job. They all function. There's a lot of evil doings going on in the Golgari, but they also do give back to Ravnica as a whole. So it's not unusual to have this type of person finding these important items, but to be giving them to the Boros and back to the other guilds the way that this guy does, it's kind of a slight against his guild. Not sure why he's decided to turn this way. But as you're going through the Undercity, the outskirts of the Undercity, and going to this farmland to meet this elf, you're seeing all kinds of different plant life. Some plant life farming other plants as opposed to farmers. So they're kind of on autopilot. The mushrooms farming the mushrooms, and some other peculiar sights that you're not used to seeing on the top side. It's at one point you're supposed to go through this thick, rich farmland of mushrooms and liquidy, gooey plant life, and it gets a little tight in some of these areas. For some reason, the way this plant life is affecting your skin, it's soaking in to the manta ray-like skin texture that you have. It seems to be soaking in your pores. And as it's soaking into you, it's giving you kind of a slightly euphoric effect. Maybe a little kind of tingly. For right now, you believe that you can squeeze through tight openings like an octopus. You feel limber and wavy like an octopus. You're really jiving right now. You're feeling good. And you feel as though your body could maneuver like an octopus down here. Let's see. Next thing, who else? I would say the Loxodon, you would probably also have a sensitivity to this type of plant life. A goblin, your hardiness and your ability to survive in even the most nastiest of filth, gave you pretty much an immunity to all these things. Whereas Sator, I think you've been around enough, and I think the holy missionary work you've been through, they've kind of given you a lot of preemptive blessings to keep you from really getting affected by something like this.
Truly, I am blessed by the gods.
Hallelujah.
Or something else, anyway.
Something.
I have divine health, you know.
So do I.
Well,
Waggles eyebrows.
So Gaja, yeah, you unfortunately though, you have that nice thick hide of a loxodon, but you're very porous for some reason. And your pores are just soaking up the juice, the juice of life down here in this plant life. Your hands alone feel tingly, and you're not so much a euphoric effect on you as though your hands feel dangerous, scary, your hands feel dangerous and powerful, like you're wielding a fireball, but they show no difference. Like you don't see anything. You're just like, oh, the power that surges through them. Yes. It's dangerous power. Just know that. It
I must be extra responsible.
Yeah.
I'll put them in my pockets.
Okay.
Concealed.
Yeah. So you ball them up and put them in your pockets. Okay. Excellent. So you all are making your way through the farmlands down here in the Undercity, and you approach like a crop sign. If you've ever seen crop signs, you approach a part of the crops that is bare and makes a symbol, and inside the center of this symbol is an elf in robes, just standing there, waiting for something. Turns his head to you all. It's rather dim down here, but you can see there are sporadic magical lights all through this area. It's a wide open area, but a lot of the Undercity, even the outskirts right now, the farmlands are lit by permalight.
Excuse me, sir. Would it be disrespectful to step into your circle?
Come into my circle.
Thank you, sir.
Come see me.
I don't trust.
I woke up.
It's very good.
Good morning or afternoon or good time of the day, sir. We are members of the Boris Legion. My name is Gaja. Pleased to meet you. And who might you be?
I am Jensik. You are the ones that Yasin sent? Why do I see a Simic with you?
He is a trusted member of the Legion.
I indeed am.
I'm gonna lean into Kismet and just be like, "Be wary of this one. I fear the worst."
Simic or the elf?
He hesitates big time. Which one was in our party a moment ago?
The dude with the tentacles.
Yes, he's fine. The other one.
Okay.
Yeah, you see a very pale elf. In this world, dark elves are actually not drow, or not they're not dark, they're actually pale. And a very pale elf, but a lot of his attire, it looks regal, but now that you're getting closer, you're seeing that a lot of it is like plant life. So like the frills around his collar is more of a mushroom than frills. And you see sporadic plants growing out of his uniform, which is very much Golgari. And he's okay. Fair enough. So you are here to give me safe passage to the Celestial?
Indeed, we are. In fact, Sator here is going to be looking after you especially closely.
I can be your shield. Giving him the death stare.
Looks like we got a new
He's a better person than he seems, I'm sure.
Well, that's a low bar right there. Okay, very good.
Well, that was rather rude, sir.
No. Setting expectations low. Relax. It's very dangerous times down here. He looks around. I have very important information. I hope you all are good at what you do.
I'll keep us safe.
Oh, we are. We are very good.
I hope that's a real eye. It's very, very crooked from the way you just twitched it there. Okay. So, Good. I just need to go to my home and retrieve the case, and then
Of
we'll be on our
buttons?
way. No, I do not have a case of buttons. Are you sure you're here for me, Loxodon?
No, I'm
Absolutely. I never forget a name.
Okay. Then what is...
But if you had
He-
some buttons, it might help a little bit.
He pulls off a little like button that is wiggling. It's like a little plant going. Looks like a little jellyfish. Would you like a button, little one? Huh?
not if it's alive.
Can you kill it, sir?
It's not alive anymore. Would you still like the button?
Sure.
I'll give it to you in about 3 hours. Remind me.
Oh, I will.
Excellent. Okay. So, which of you is bound to keep me safe during our journey? Because I have stuck my neck out for the greater good, and I'm surely going to be hunted by my own brethren.
Yes, that would be me.
Oh, the shield was actually a way of telling me that you're here to protect me. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Your pose is really, really got me and flustered. I'm almost, sweating. It's very heroic. Good. Very good. Okay, my shield. Excellent. Okay. So, yes, let's head into town, and I will go to my yurt, and we will we'll retrieve the box, shall we?
Yes.
Excellent.
Please lead the way.
I can lend you a hand.
Is that like a hand in quotation marks or a real hand?
I look back to my party.
You need to work on your metaphors.
I might be able to lend you a mage hand.
I don't understand. What are you trying to say?
No problem. We'll address it later.
I can see you have all trained together very vigorously. You're very
Oh
fluid.
no, we only just met today.
Oh. Oh. After months of service to your guild, I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
I'm quite new, actually.
I can believe you. At least I can believe you. That's a very honest.
How healthy does he look?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I will, thank you.
Or medicine. Take your pick.
Can I religion it out of him?
I mean,
Okay, perception, I'm joking.
you could religion it out of him. It might take a few tickles. But, yeah. He'll start spitting stuff about the gods on. 12. He looks relatively healthy. Not spending a whole lot of time in the Undercity or with Golgari, period. It's hard to tell because a lot of them look like they're dying. Some of them have already been dead, and they're just undead, functional undead. So yeah, I mean, even their guild leader was an elf, but he is undead now. He's like an undead lich elf dude. So yeah, he still looks like he's alive and not sick, but still very pale and gaunt. So he starts to lead you out of the farmlands and towards this small village. And as you guys approach this village, you see people walking to and fro. A lot of them look like farmers. Some of them with some nice overalls. All of them with some sort of Golgari signet, which is kind of like the face of kind of like a skull of an insect creature. And Yeah, they're all walking around, doing things. And as you guys enter the village, everyone is staring at you. There's probably about 40 people walking around here. Some of them are clearly undead. Like some of them are zombies just kind of shuffling around with buckets in their hand. And even they look at you. But nobody seems to be aggressive. As you enter the village, the Jensik walks very close to you, Sator. He kind of shuffles up so he's like inches away from your shoulder. Just be my shield like you said.
I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder, pulling him slightly in front of me. Almost like I'm using him as a shield. But
Okay.
It's okay because I step forward and I as a leader, I will go first and shield him with my bulk.
yes, and I'll take the rear.
Excellent. So you put your hand on his shoulder and you feel like the plant life like kind of wiggle around your fingers as they're on his shoulder. His coat kind of wiggles on you. I'd prefer it if you take that hand away as soon as possible. I don't know if this is a tactic or not, but it feels invasive.
I'm keeping you safe.
Okay. Very good. Very okay. You keep me safe. I trust in you.
Why though?
Okay. And so he starts to go, and he's hiding behind the Loxodon. And Gaja, go ahead. Can you make a perception check for me, please?
Absolutely, I would be delighted to.
Jensik is telling you go forward, make a left, go forward, make another left. What is the rule?
Natural 20.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
So you see a goblin in amongst a group of zombies that are handing each other pieces of wood, and you see a goblin peering between their legs. And the goblin scampers over towards Jensik, and he's holding his hands out. And he's heading for Jensik. Ooh, natural 20. Yeah, so you see him from like 15 feet away, heading towards Jensik with his hands out.
Halt, goblin. Do not take a step further.
Goblin keeps going.
What are your intentions?
I take a javelin from my back.
If he gets close, I will grab him.
Okay.
Before
So
he
you
gets too
grab
close to the.
You grab the goblin and you pick him up, and the goblin starts to turn to wood.
Oh.
I drop
No,
him. He's
you-
like, my hands.
Drop him. It thuds to the ground. It falls over, and it's a wooden goblin.
Oh my goodness, what have I done?
You no longer feel that power in your hands, as it has been expelled into the new goblin doll.
I poke it a little bit. Is it really made out of wood?
It's really made out of wood. And Jensik tries to push you aside, but you're just too much girth for him. He's like, no, that was my friend. No, Graft. No, starts to cradle the goblin. Oh,
Poor Woody.
Sartro, have you any magic that can fix him?
Anyone?
Anyone?
The divine power of... Do we need to heal him?
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay. By the divine... These cost spell slots, you know. It takes a lot of training.
I
know.
did not study this one this morning.
What I mean is, you know, we might need this conjuration I'm about to perform later on. It's quite a powerful one.
But an innocent. It's an innocent goblin.
No, actually, I think you'll find that's a goblin statue. It was always a goblin statue, right, Ivor? Kismet? This was always a goblin statue.
Looks like wood to me.
Goodness. Sartro, fix him or I will sit on you.
Yes.
yes, Sator. Listen to her. Please fix him.
By the divine power of the god, I bless you. Lesser restoration. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. What is restoration? All fix.
You touch a creature and either one disease or condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. I'm taking it that wood is like paralyzed. Yeah, lesser restoration.
Sure. Since you burnt... okay, since you burnt the spell slot. Sure, why not? Okay, so he begins to come to life, and you can see his eyeball like as one of the first things that turns back to flesh, and it's kind of flicking around and looking straight at you, Gaja, and his mouth, and
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. So very, very sorry. Are you all right? Can I offer you something?
Yenzik slowly watches him slowly come back. Oh, Graft. Oh, what happened to you? And the goblin kind of shakes it off and looks up at you, Gaja. That was very rude of you, you know?
It was. I am so sorry. I have no idea what happened. I will not touch anyone ever again.
Sounds like a very lonely life. Puts a hat on like a derby. Puts his derby down. Walks over to Yenzik. Hey, I just came over to warn you. They're looking for you.
I'm gonna hold a javelin out to him, like, stay at least 2 feet back.
Holy shit. Very protective family you got here. All right, Yenzik. Well, I can see I'm not welcome here, so...
Oh, no, you're welcome now that we know that you're a friend. Just, stay a good distance away.
6 inches.
How can we be sure that he is a friend?
Because you just wasted a spell on him.
I mean,
Because Yansik knows him.
I mean, I've been hurt before, is all I'm saying.
I pat him on the head. It's okay, Sardro. It's okay.
Oh my, this is getting deep. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know, Yenzik, that Devea is looking for you. Goodbye, caressing elephant people and other people. Like he's now starting to like take in the menagerie of your party. Okay, well, safe journeys, Yenzik. You fucking sorry. Okay, here we go. And he runs off in the crowd. Now everybody's standing staring at you. So you have like you have some goblin or some zombie farmers, you have some elves, humans, and they're all kind of just standing around staring at all of you. And Yenzik is like, thank you, Saitov. Yes, sir. Octopus Man, you could have jumped in there and helped,
where? What?
I mean, I know you, Simic, got magic in you. I know it.
Yes.
Next time, maybe keep the elephant from turning my friends into
I did not
objects.
know of that power. That was very new to me.
Oh,
To
okay.
me as well.
It could be useful, though.
Although, I think, first of all, Sartor, I think I should present my apologies because I completely forgot and I touched you. But everything's fine. You didn't get turned to wood.
That could have ended very badly.
No, I did not turn to wood. We should press on.
Ivor, if he turns to wood, you are my shield. Okay.
Good.
New job for you.
I could potentially use him as a shield if he were made out of wood. Interesting.
That one is sinister. Okay. Note to self: stay out of arm's reach of the elephant.
It's economical.
Very good. So you guys have grown quite a crowd, and along with the crowd comes you hear the marching of footsteps, a lot of footsteps, and the crowd disperses in front of you in the middle of the street, and the street clears. All the zombies and people and elves, they all rush to the side of each side of the street, and you see a group of people coming towards you. It's very dark down here. Some of you have dark vision, some of you don't, and this group of people start heading towards you. And as it gets closer, about 20 or 30 feet or so, you see that this group is headed by a gorgon, And in Ravnica, Gorgon is basically a Medusa, Medusae, however you would pronounce it, a Medusa. But in Ravnica, Medusas don't automatically, like it's not an automatic, you see her and poof, you're stone. It's kind of a voluntary ability of theirs. It's not quite as effective as a mythological Medusa, but but they can still turn you to stone. So the Gorgon leading this, oh my, is that 20, 30 zombies behind her in a very squared up and fashion formation, all wearing like scale mail equivalent Golgari uniforms. And the Gorgon holds her hand up. The zombie soldiers come to a halt, and she slowly walks forward, scanning all of you.
I step forward. Hello, ma'am.
So polite.
I am Gaja of the Boris Legion.
Yes.
Can I help you?
See, I hear Boros are down here, and I wonder why. Why are you here, Gaja of the Boros Legion?
Don't tell her about the buttons.
To kill the Inquisitor!
We're here on a mission, ma'am. We are not here to cause any trouble. We simply must get on with our task and then go back to the Legion with this gentleman.
What Inquisitor are you here to kill?
No, Inquisitor. He has a thing.
There's more than one?
Yes.
I assure you, ma'am, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Nobody does.
She looks at you, Ivor, affectionately.
Aw, somebody likes him.
The snakes on her head kind of all like go from scanning all of you to like zooming in to you, Ivor.
Yes? Me?
Is all of this true?
Buy her a drink.
Say yes.
Yes.
You are a strange lot. Okay. I should warn you, it is very dangerous down here for Boros. Not that I would do anything, but it's very, very dangerous.
Well, thank you very much for the warning, but I think you will find that nowhere is truly dangerous for Boros, for we have the power of might on our side.
Boy, you are just naive.
Oh
As
no,
a
ma'am.
No, that is
Oh,
Gaja.
no, ma'am. I am just fully armed.
Oh, okay.
When you say dangerous, do you mean like allergies?
Oh, so your mushrooms are strange.
Yes, that is what I'm trying to tell you. As the goblin has pointed out, our lifestyle down here is not appropriate for you. You will not survive the dangers of the environment down here. I'm looking out for you, and you should probably head back to the surface.
Oh, well, thank you very much, ma'am. We'll get on with our mission, and then we will do exactly as you say.
At this point, Yenzik is hiding behind you, Gaja, kind of with his back against you, fiddling with his hands, hoping, kind of like trying to keep your silhouette so that this chick doesn't see him.
So, whilst he's doing all that, like, gentleman, I'll just sort of whisper to it, like, he's doing this with his hand. No spell casting.
Shut the fuck up! I'm not. I'm just doing this.
Doop, doop, doop.
So she's kind of looking around at all of you. Looks back over at the Simic. Fair enough. Just find your way out, and you'll be safe. She turns around on her heel, pivots, and signals for the zombies to do the same. They turn around, and she walks through the middle of their formation, and they start marching away.
And a good day to you too, ma'am.
She just ignores you and keeps going.
Well, that went well. Shall we go on then?
Are we gonna get the sniffles?
No, we have divine health.
don't.
But
Oh,
you
my.
should probably know that we are not immune to the mushrooms.
Yes, all that, Woody.
Mm,
I mean, I don't think that's so bad. I feel like I'm really nimble now.
were you nimble before?
Oh,
Yeah, Ivor, you're still feeling it. You're still feeling the oh, look, I could just squeeze in anywhere. I'm just jiving.
Is it enough that we would notice it now?
He's made out of jelly.
I don't know, Ivor. Are you jucking and jiving, or are you kind of keeping it together and you just feel like you are way more limber than usual?
I mean, my tails are probably like swinging around, but other than that, I still got the manta wings tucked around me, and that's
Okay, so you're holding your poise, but your tails are kind of going on their own.
yeah.
They're in a little dance party kind of shit going on back there. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so as the Gorgon leaves with her small little troop of undead soldiers, and the crowd takes like one more look at you all and then disperses and goes about their business. Jensik peeks around your mighty shoulder, Gaja, and then
I lift my arm so he can look underneath.
and he looks underneath and crouches back behind you and looks at you, Kismet. Is she gone?
Yeah, I don't think she liked you.
I don't think she noticed me. And if she
Why-
did, I don't think she knows who I am.
Was
Okay,
What was she warning us about?
it's dangerous down here for you. I forgot to mention that. Not big fans of Boros down here. Let's hurry up and get out, shall we?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
house is right up there on the right.
I remember a village that was not a fan of me.
Please don't take this the wrong way, but I think most people aren't a fan of you. I mean, I've only just met you and I'm not a fan of you. But I'm looking to change that perspective. I am sure that you are actually a lovely person.
He just needs to work on his metaphors.
And the innuendo.
I am insulted.
I'm sorry.
Misunderstood.
I
As
give
I
him I give him an elephant hug.
Like,
In
just
full-
grumpy
In full
cat.
chainmail. I apologize. That was perhaps a bit harsh. I've had a strange day.
Let's
some of my
apologize
business-
inside this guy's house so we don't get eaten.
Yes.
Yes, quickly. This way, quickly. And he ushers you over to a nice little yurt, right in the middle of the village. And you guys head in, and it's neat and tidy in here, actually. And there's lots of little tiny knickknacks that are obviously not from down here. A lot of shiny stuff, little metal and wooden carvings and statues, and a lot of pieces of fine clothing. And he's like, "Don't touch anything, please."
Is there anything shiny that catches my attention that I might stick in my pocket?
Oh, there's plenty of shiny stuff. Go ahead and roll a perception check as you glance around the room and see what there is there.
Perception, where is you?
Hidden, so I could maybe like
Oh.
squeeze in there.
Oh yeah. So yeah, there is actually a what appears to be the age-old. They have like a little model ship inside of a bottle. They do have one of those bottles with what looks to be like an airship on the inside of it. So I mean, you could probably fit inside that bottle.
Hey
Seeing
guys,
as how
guys, watch this.
Here, hold my beer.
And
yeah, you
turn to get in.
Always wanted to be a sailor.
So you're trying to squeeze your humanoid-sized body into an opening about that wide,
Yeah.
and you're not finding success yet, but you're so octopus-like that it's got to happen sooner or later.
I'm watching him and I go like, that reminds me when I gave birth to my son.
Oh god!
Is he an octopus?
Oh no, he's a Loxodon. Although there is some resemblance.
Did he have
Yeah.
bones?
Yes. Too many.
I thought they usually try to get out, not in. That's very strange
Was
broken
it mushrooms?
technique.
Well,
I think you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, Kismet, you look around, you see a few reachable shiny objects. Sure. Would you like to do a sleight of hand? There is a medallion, especially shiny medallion, over on hanging off one of the cabinets.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and do a sleight of hand check to see if you can grab one of this without Yenzik seeing you.
I'd like to try and see her as well.
Oh no.
Okay, you're scanning. Yeah, Yenzik snaps over and looks at you. You have it in your hand. You managed to get it off the hook. And you have it in your hand. You're getting ready to pull it back. And you're, and then you see out of the corner of your eye him looking at you. Really?
Oh,
Really?
it's nice craftsmanship. You need to keep that closer. You don't want to lose it. Shifty eye.
If you can keep these things safe and fair, you can have that. It's a child's medallion for some kind of race. And he's dead, so I don't think he needs it. So, you know what? If it makes you feel better, fair trade, Goblin.
Thanks.
Do the right thing when the time comes.
Of
Please.
course.
Please.
That's
don't-
me. That's me. Kids,
don't.
right thing, last name.
Good. Right thing, last name. That sounds like a twister maneuver. Good. Okay. Very good. Okay. So, he goes over and fetches this box behind this bar. This bar that goes across it essentially functions as his kitchen table / the only table in this room that doesn't have shit piled on it. And
I think Sato would probably head back out the front door and keep a watch.
oh, okay. Yeah, very good eye. Very good eye. Good.
at this point, I cast reduce person on me.
Yes! We got faith in you. The
Some people
slimy
get
shall persevere.
some people get so caught up on what they can do they don't stop to think on whether they should.
Yeah. So true. Okay. So Ivor, you're really struggling with this bottle thing. It must be some kind of it must be a Golgari bottle of some sort that prevents such limber and malleable creatures such as yourself from getting in. You're pretty sure this will fix it. So you go down to being actually all of you except for Sator would see Ivor over there trying to get inside the bottle, and then you set it down first, Ivor, or how would you like to go about this?
No, I still hold the bottle and then I slowly like press it against my head and then I slowly shrink down.
You start to shrink, and now you have the bottle in two hands, which is nice, and you're able to fit like the beginning of your face inside of it, so you can see like your face inside the bottle all squished and pushing in. It makes it about through the neck of the bottle, but that's about it. You got part of your face in there, but you're still a small sized creature, and for some strange reason you are unable to fit inside this. I don't know why.
Weird. I felt like I could. So strange.
Logistically, man, you should be able to fit in there.
Maybe I should. No.
What else could you do? Please.
Was there a shift in a bottle? Is that what it was?
Oh, you're muted.
Yep, there we go. Click the wrong button. There's like a little airship. It looks to be like a little airship inside the bottle.
Okay.
I
Can-
was thinking
Can you-
for a second. Enhance ability and more strength.
As you're trying to squeeze through that, Yenzik comes over with the box to all of you and looks at you, Ivor. Oh, that's you You can just keep that. That's gross. Sees that part of your face is squished inside of the bottle. Yeah, that's yours, big fella. Just don't put it back down.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, Ivor, you're feeling your part of your face is kind of stuck in the bottle now. Gonna give you a hickey on the side of your cheek.
Shit.
We are doing great. We are doing the Legion proud.
Yay, team.
So, yeah, Yenzik looks at you. Gaja, here is the box. I will hold it. You all keep me safe. My shield is outside. Good. You all keep me safe. And I'm sure everything will be fine.
When he's not looking, I'm going to have a good look at the other stuff in his little house and see if there's anything else that might interest the Legion that he didn't say anything about.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. Or investigation. Take your pick. If you want to do a look, like walk around and do a cursory look, then yeah, perception. Okay. There's not a whole lot going on here that's of any worth. It seems as though he, being a fine broker, that's his job to, trade, barter, sell stuff that he finds of worth. So a lot of this stuff is more so collector stuff for him. You do find a what looks to be a letter with a Boros guild head or a Boros letterhead on it that might be of interest. It's kind of half rolled up and laying on a shelf.
Excuse me, sir. I grabbed the letters. May I have this?
You touched it too, didn't you?
Yes.
Everyone with your touching. Seeing as how I might never come back here, yes, you can take it. It's off one of your dead compatriots. Not my doing, mind you.
Thank you, sir. Put it in the pocket for now. And is there any angel paraphernalia, any sort of memorabilia of the angels around?
No angel fangirl stuff, unfortunately. He might have, in his streaming room, he might have like angel paraphernalia behind him and the camera all over the place. But he tore that all down because he's moving. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, no angel paraphernalia. But yeah, he says, okay, I have the box. I'll give you the intel once we get to Celestian territory. Shall we go?
Is everyone happy with that? My style of leadership is very much collaborative.
Is there anything else shiny that I see that I could like lick just so I could keep it?
Yeah, you see there is a dull shiny ninja star.
Yes.
And also a pair of tiny, about yay big metal boots that are somewhat shiny. They're kind of a brass, kind of a dulled brass, but they look like they would have been shiny at one point.
Okay, I'm just gonna go through licking things and taking them.
Ooh. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh no! What did you lick?
I don't know. My Constitution is not fantastic. How do I do that?
Just go into your character sheet and where it says saving throws, just click on the word Constitution. And it will do it for you. There we go. Okay. Okay.
So bottle too now.
So no, you start licking things, and you're not sure at what point and what you licked, but your tongue and the corner of your mouth begin to feel somewhat kind of fuzzy.
Blah. Okay.
And then it begins to feel fuzzy down to your chin and a small line down to your throat on the outside, on your skin. And you pick up something reflective and like a plate, and you look in it, and you can see that you have like moss growing down your face and onto
green?
your it's a darker green than your complexion, so it stands out. It's very the very like pine green as opposed to your dulled brownish green. I told you not to touch anything. Serves you
Yeah.
right.
Does this go away
Do you take baths?
every Tuesday?
Enjoy the rest of the week then. Very, very good. So yeah, and it kind of slows down after it gets down to about like your collarbone. It seems to just kind of settle there in the nook of your collarbone.
I'm gonna
Like it
name him
will.
Fred.
Bet the fuzz. Yeah, it's kind of a straight line too. It's not even a cool like it can't even fake a beard or anything with it. It's just this maybe like your goatee line just kept going. Painted on. Okay, so anywho, you do that. You guys mess around with some shit, and he's like, "Let's go. We have to go." He comes out to you, Sator, and he's like, "Okay, Shield. Are you really the leader, or is the Loxodon the leader?" He kind of snuck out in front of you to talk.
I'm behind, just like.
Yeah, you're probably standing right behind him, hearing him ask the question. Shield, are you the leader?
What do you mean by leader?
Well, you seem to like know what tactics are and what being a soldier or a warrior is like.
I very much understand how to kill people.
Good. That's a good start.
Gives me a head start on how to protect them.
Okay, good. Good. They're comforting. Okay, so you're not the leader, you're a killer.
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds a bit brash, but yes, essentially.
Okay, so what is the Simic if you're the killer?
The what?
The Simic. The, floaty gentleman that was trying to fit in the bottle.
He is Boros. We are all of the Boros Legion.
Okay. By trade, yes, he's Boros. So, Ivor, I guess at this point you're all walking out and you still got the bottle stuck to your face.
Slowly increase in size.
I go behind. Oh shit! I forget his name. Yanzik.
Yanzik.
Yeah, Yanzik. And I sort of like tap him on the shoulder. It's like, I believe the term that is often used for people like Ivar is the face.
The face. He is the face.
I think so.
The face of what?
Bo.
I'm like rubbing my red circle from the bottle.
Yeah. You grow back to your normal size, and the bottle pops off, and you have this giant red circle on your cheek now.
You see, Ivar's going to get us out of here.
Yes, I can
Aren't
see.
you, Ivar?
You're muted, bud.
So are we going? We're gonna die.
I can see he's working it all out now. Look at his theory on getting you a ship.
If I can see Ivor, I'll take the bottle and smash it and then pass him the ship.
Oh.
Oh no, I think that was a collector's item.
Well,
Mint
now
condition in bottle.
it can be collected. No one could collect it in that bottle. They could maybe fill it with water.
You stick your head in there now.
So is he going to fit in? Oh no, that didn't work. Yeah, there we go. Accidentally did that primarily. Okay, yeah, you're still muted, Nergo. For some reason.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, I tried.
Why are you so quiet, Ivar? Answer me.
He was so tiny. He was stuck being tiny. Oh no.
I was afraid of stepping on him.
Okay, so
It affected his vocal cords.
yeah, it's not a Zoom thing. It looks mechanical. Maybe unplug your headset and plug it back in or something.
And
I tried to turn it off and on again.
Okay, so you all you hand Ivor the ship back, and Jensik looks around all nervously. Okay, come. Gaja, okay. Stand in front of me again. That worked out very well. Gotcha now, Nurgo. Gotcha. Oh, wait, slow down. You're going to want to go over there, and you see that creepy and dark tunnel down there? That's the one we need. Yes, that's going to lead us over to the other precinct, and then I know where to go up from there.
Will we need a light?
There are some lights over there. Sure, yeah, there's lights. I mean, there's plenty of lights down here to keep, to keep it so that we can see. I mean, I can see in the dark, but only to a certain extent.
Well, this is helpful because I cannot.
Okay. Yeah, there's enough light to keep it in this region anyway. Now you go down to some of the undesirable regions where the horrors live. Not so much. No light.
Which way is that?
Down. And anywhere down from here is a no-no.
The enemy's region is down.
So we need to go down to kill the Inquisitors.
That's what I heard.
No.
We are not hunting Inquisitors. I don't think I've ever seen an Inquisitor.
I will laugh if there is an Inquisitor after us. I will just give up, and I'll let Sator do them in, Sator. All the Inquisitors. All of them. I'm sure they're lining up.
I will help you.
This would please me.
For the Legion.
With the prostitutes?
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
What? Everybody looks at it, Kismet. What?
Yeah. What? Well, I think you're in the wrong village for that, little goblin. Yeah, that's you want to go down to the city, the actual city for that. That's woo. Okay, let's carry on.
We're a very close group.
I see. Yes.
Apparently.
For all the hour or so that we've known each other.
Yes. Browsing for farmland prostitutes.
A friendship forged in fire.
I've heard farm girls are the
Chlamydia.
most fun.
Yes. No, that's because they live amongst the shrooms. No wonder. Okay. So, Nurgo, you good, buddy? Your audio? No.
No.
We lost you. I think you were there, good there for a minute.
Oh,
There we
there,
go.
you're just quiet.
Whoa.
Oh, it could be, check in Zoom, go to your
Volume.
audio settings and make sure it's not auto-adjusting your volume for you. That one can often do it.
Maybe, I guess, move the mic closer. Maybe it's not picking up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, and just in audio settings, just there, at the bottom there's an automatically adjust volume. Untick that. I'll just get rid of it. No one needs that. It's the worst.
Okay. So, here we go. So we are leaving the village, the Undercity village. We're heading through the farmland, and you're heading down this huge tunnel. And this is below the utility works that are under the city. So it's pretty much the city, and then there's all these utility works that the Izzet are in charge of, like steam lines. They have actual magically charged like electric lines. There are areas in Ravnica that are more steampunky than traditional fantasy, because the Izzet are in charge of utilities. They're essentially your utility guys and mad scientists to a certain extent. And so below that, you in the Undercity, you are heading down this tunnel, and Yanzik is telling you that it's not much farther. You guys travel for about an hour, and he says not much farther, and then we're going to end up going up to the city proper, and your mission will be over with. And he's very, very tightly holding this box, and he's nervously looking around. He's trying to keep close to you, Sador, and keep behind you, Gaja. And he's just kind of looking around. Okay. I do have a suggestion, Miss Gaja.
Yes.
I would stop because of that. And you turn away from him, and you look ahead of you and up towards the ceiling, and you see a set of red eyes. A little set of red eyes. Oh. And then another one, and then another one, and another one, and another one. You see 5 sets of red eyes start to pop up sporadically on the walls, the inside walls of this tunnel. And you hear a chittering sound as the eyes slowly get closer. I recommend we kill those. You kill those before they call for more.
Hello, my name is Gaja. We come in peace.
No, Gaja. Go ahead and roll initiative. Hold on. Let me get the tracker up.
Yes.
There we go. So yeah, as you take a couple steps forward and introduce yourself and tell them you're coming in peace, these eyes dash forward in flight, and you also hear wing beats, and they begin to fly towards you. As they enter some of the magical lighting in this tunnel, you see that they are insectile creatures. They're about the size of a halfling, and they all have like these large harpoons. And they, most of you will recognize them. They are the Crawl. They are a race down here, insectile creatures that perform a lot of different functions down here. Part of which is being large amounts of assassins for the Golgari. And they usually hunt in swarms or perform actions in swarms. And let me... Oh boy, here. Let me see this. Okay. Oh, I have that people. Oh wow. Even with the crappy roll there, or even with some low rolls, initial rolls on your parts. Okay, so we have. Let me write it down. We have Nurgo. Okay. Nurgo, how are you on audio? Did that all straighten out, bud? I can't see the screen right now because I'm writing down Roll20 stuff, but.
Yeah, no, I still can't hear you.
Okay.
He's just going to have to mime the whole way through, I think.
Okay. Yeah, we had you there for a couple times, but I don't know. I'm guessing it's mechanical because you can hear us through your headset.
I mean, we could hear you earlier, so it seems like an auto gain sort of thing.
Lick it. It seems to help.
Yes. Oh, look, you have plant life growing down your face. In real life. That's good.
Yeah,
Good.
don't
Now
try
we know-
being polite to it. It doesn't help.
It seems there's a time and a place.
Yes. Okay, so... Oh, man. No. Okay.
Not like this.
Not like this. Not now. Okay, so the 5 insectile creatures are zooming in towards you guys. They're still about 50 feet away. So, Nurgo. How do we do this? Crap.
Can we get him to chat and then see if he can?
Yeah, just keep working at it, Nurgo. Can you Zoom chat what you would do? Or I guess put in Roll20 because people will be able to see that if it's in Roll20, right?
Mage armor, there we go.
Okay, you cast Mage Armor for your action. Okay. Yes, and they're zooming down in. And the Yenzik is cowering behind Gaja. And with your first level, use bonus action on your turn. Oh, okay, you are end up going with the Storm Sorcerer, okay? Okay, good. Sure. Okay, and you cast your Mage Armor and you use the propulsion of the magic from that to fly 10 feet. Would you like to fly 10 feet forward in front of the party or away from to create distance? So I'm just picturing him doing all this, still wiggling. I guess we can say that the wiggling effect that you had earlier, where you thought you were a like octopus-like and could squeeze through anything, that's starting to fade now. That was a wild magic doohickey. Okay, so you fly back 10 feet using the gust of wind from the magic, as blowback from the magic that you casted to fly back 10 feet, create some distance from these creatures. Excellent. Okay. And next, Sator, you're up next.
And these creatures are 50 feet away.
Yes. Yep.
Let me just check a small thing.
You go for it.
How many are there?
5 of them.
Woo. I think we might have him back. Just very loud.
We have some audio. I think that might have been a different mic. Because that.
So I will walk forward around 20 feet until they're around 30 feet away from me. Then I will pick out 3 of them, and I would like the 3 to make a charisma saving throw as I cast Bane on them.
Ooh, okay, sure. Okay, this will be this plus 2. Well, actually, never mind. I'll just do the roll. So here's the first one, the second one, and the third one. Oh yeah, those are viciously horrible. What's your DC on that?
My DC would be 14.
Oh, so they all fail. Okay, so we have 3 with Bane. Okay, and those 3 have Bane. Okay. And what is that? That gives them minus D4. That's like a reverse bless, right?
Yeah, it's a reverse bless, and then I will stand challengingly in front of them with my sword out and my flail hanging by my side.
Okay.
Come at me!
Boy, you're very intimidating. My shield.
You stay back.
Oh, I am. You've got this. I can see. Okay. So, who is next? We're gonna give Yanzik a 1. 5. Crap, I forgot to write down who rolled the 5.
That was me.
Okay. So yes. Kaja, you are next.
I will cast Sanctuary on Yanzik.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
And then I'm going to charge at them with my Warhammer.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, they fly just down far enough for you to be able to reach, and you have to reach up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You swing up, and with a nat 1, you swing up and you swing so high up that you lose your balance, and you end up bringing your warhammer down on some kind of spongy plant life, and it sinks. It buries your warhammer in it, and it's kind of stuck. You know what? I'd say as your bonus action, if you'd like, you can try to rip it out.
I already cast Sanctuary, and that's a bonus action.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's stuck in a mound of slightly moving plant life. And yeah. Anything else? I mean, you have a little more movement. Although
I get up.
Okay, you didn't fall. It's just you buried. You came down with it, and it just.
I'll just get a little bit closer, I guess. And I mean, still with one hand on the hammer, trying to pull it out, but sort of like standing in front of it instead of behind it.
Okay.
Sort of putting my body between the baddies and the. Well, I'm not. I hesitate to call them goodies.
Nice. All right. Yes. Yeah, they are. The crawl is the insect race.
Do I know if they can be reasoned with? By the way.
They're not dumb, but crawl are notorious for surface dwellers. They hate surface dwellers, so they're very loyal to their guild. I mean, you could try. It seemed to be working so far when you came and approached them. Mm-hmm. I mean, it got their attention. So I don't know if they're coming in for hugs or to work it out or to stab. I don't know.
Very strong hugs.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kiz, you're up.
So, are they far enough away / close enough that I could use my short bow?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They're about 20. Well, they're closing in at about 50 feet. I'm sorry, they were about 50 feet, but they're closing in at this point.
Okay.
Gaja ran up full tilt and swung one, so she's right at the very edge.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess I'll just pick off the closest one, hopefully, with a short bow.
Okay. Yeah, they're all kind of about the same. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a hit. That's a definite hit.
Yay.
And Gaja is 5 feet within them. So do you know? Oh, you know how to roll damage? Okay, so.
Oh, no, sorry. I thought it like auto rolled.
Oh, it's okay. So, and in the chat, in the scrolling chat thing, if you click the word short bow,
Yeah.
it'll roll the damage for you for your roll. There you
Oh,
go.
sweet. Okay.
And it even added. Okay, that mind. That's crit damage. Yours is already automatically rolling advantage. So, just at 7 damage. Now you can roll your 2d6 at level 5 for your sneak attack damage. So just go ahead and roll 2d6. Okay, nice. Decent rolls. Okay. So that is 13 piercing damage total. I guess we'll say that you are shooting one of the ones that that Sator just baned, I'm guessing.
Sure.
So we'll go with. Okay. So yeah, you shoot your short bow, and it lands like right in the shoulder of one that's carrying its harpoon. These things harpoons are the length of their body, so it's kind of like a glaive for them, but you can see that it's a little more, a little different than just a normal glaive. And you put an arrow in it, and it kind of flies off course a little bit, but then corrects itself and doesn't even pull out the arrow, just lets it in there.
How what's the height of these guys? Because I think the fury of the small. Oh, I can only use it once though. Never mind. I don't want to use it yet.
Okay. So yeah, they're swooping low. They're small-sized creatures.
Okay.
About the same size as you.
Okay.
But they're swooping low down here, about roughly like 8 feet above the ground, 5 to 8 feet, depending on where they are. Okay, so it is the Krall's turn, and the 5 of them, some of them continue to almost barrel into Gaja, seeing you struggle, swing at them. The front ones keep going over you, the 2 front ones, but the 3 back ones are actually going to take the easy shot while you're fiddling with your warhammer, and they're all going to try to how do I put it, throw their harpoon at you. But when they do the throwing motion, the tip of the harpoon comes out and tries to stick into you. They throw it at you, and there's like a twine-like plant matter that acts as a chain for the tip of that harpoon as they try to stick you with it. So they'll be each of them will take a harpoon shot at you. So that'll be 1d20 plus 6. Okay, so the first one does a 19 hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Just but yes.
Okay. 6 plus. Okay, so a harpoon. You're trying to pull your warhammer out, and a harpoon lands like right above your kidney. Luckily, your armor has absorbed a lot of the blow, but you can feel the tip puncture your thick hide, and yeah, it's not very pleasant. So you take 12 piercing damage, and you feel the tug of this creature now has the harpoon stuck in you and is trying to pull you away from your weapon. It is. Can you make an athletics check, please?
I'm really big.
Yes, you are. So this Krall, this insect creature, is trying to pull you, and it yanks. It ends up like thinking it's going to be able to pull you some, and your mass just says no, and it kind of like lurches forward as the harpoon and you are unmoving, and It's sitting there trying to tug you in the middle of the air and not getting anywhere with it.
His autobiography will start with "Call me Ishmael."
So there is a second one though. His cousin Fred flies up behind him and also tries to shoot you with a harpoon. Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Okay. The harpoon shoots into the plant matter that you have your warhammer buried in, but he quickly yanks up the base of the harpoon, and the tip of it slides out of the plant matter and retracts up in it. He continues flying forward, so he's kind of like giving up on you. Okay, one of them has you. I'm rolling. He continues to fly towards the rest of the party. The third one in the last trailing crawl flies down towards you and also fails to hit you as he shoots the harpoon towards you, and this one just hits the rock wall and doesn't even hit near you. Just tink, and he yanks it back, does some like chittering sound, and continues to fly past you. Okay, so for the two remaining crawl, they are both heading straight towards the fine broker, towards Yenzik. They see the valiant Sator standing there, daring them to come at him, and they swoop up to about 15 foot height, and they get within 10 feet of Yenzik, and they both attempt to fire their harpoons down at him. They have to make a wisdom save, correct?
Yes. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Is that 3? Okay. Make a new one for that.
And it's against my spell save DC, yeah?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
The first one and the second. Oh yes.
They both fail.
So they go down to shoot them with the harpoon, and they decide that maybe the valiant Sator is a better target than what they actually want to get. So they decide to, instead of continuing to fly down towards Sator or down towards Yenzik, they look straight down at Sator, and they fire their harpoons straight down at him as he's cursing them from below and looking up at them with his weapon drawn. Sator, 2 attacks against you.
Yes, please.
First attack. Ooh.
Bane.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, -1. Yes. Do you want to roll the d4 for the round so that they all?
Yeah, why not? Why not? They'll take the same. Come on, be good. Be good for me. Come on, dice. That's not a command. Oh.
Okay, good. That's average. Good. Okay, so it'll be 21.
A 21 does hit.
Okay.
But only just.
Just a smidgen. One harpoon lands into your shoulder, like right above the shoulder blade, and your armor's able to help you a little bit, but yeah, it's a decent sink into the muscle for 7 piercing damage. And I need you to make a athletics check, please. Oh, okay. So this one tries to, it sees it sinks the harpoon in you, and it looks straight up and begins to fly. And it's trying to pull you up, and yeah, you are about 60 pounds heavier than this thing. And it's trying to pull you up. You feel your toes start to leave the ground a little bit, but you just kind of flump your weight down, and the creature is stopped, and it's still trying to pull you up, but it's not getting you up.
Lovely.
The second one, let me see here.
My cat's decided that my light box is a toy. Give me 2 seconds.
Poor kitty.
Hey, what are you doing? Okay, so the second one throws its harpoon down at Sator, and I would say it gets its harpoon stuck. Why not? There's a lot of things to get stuck in here. There's a lot of plant life and stuff. It gets its harpoon stuck in some kind of mushy moss stuff on the floor, and it's got to try to get that out. Let's see. Also another one between, and it's unable. So, okay, let's see.
Sorry, in that excitement, could I also use a reaction when we finish this little bit?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So the second one shoots its harpoon down towards you, Sador, and the harpoon with its nat 1 gets stuck in plant life near your feet, and it's stuck in there. He's unable to get it out. So you have this stringy plant chain thing hanging in front of you, and another one of those creatures stuck.
Excellent. So the one that I'm attached to, I'm gonna just I want to start trying to draw it in, but with my reaction, I'm just gonna point at it as you, casting Hellish Rebuke.
Ooh, nice. Absolutely. Set him ablaze. Okay, 14. Dex save, so that is 20 plus 3. Oh yeah, awesome. Okay, so immediately, which one is that? Is there? Okay. Immediately the crow trying to tug you up off the ground is set ablaze. And it starts to shrill out, making squeaky, nasty sounds. And I'm gonna make him roll an athletics check to try to hold on to the harpoon and continue pulling you. And that's not gonna be enough. So he lets go of his harpoon, and that's still stuck into your shoulder. But the tip of it's still stuck in your shoulder, but the harpoon itself falls from the sky and lands in front of you, Sator. And about 10 feet in front of you.
Awesome. Okay. I'm out of actions. I'm not going to move anywhere. I'm staying close to Cynic.
Okay. So that's the crawl's turn. Yenzik's turn. He's sweating. He's just drenched in sweat, holding the box. He goes over and he tries to pull the harpoon tip out of your shoulder, Sator. Very gingerly. Ew. And let's see if he can do a dex check to see if he's any good at that.
Come, 'tis but a flesh wound.
Yeah. So with a natural 1.
How many ones have we rolled tonight? Between us all.
A lot. Sator, can you roll a d6 to see how much tissue that Yenzik ripped out of you, pulling the serrated spear tip out of your shoulder at a very uneducated angle? Okay, so you take 3 points of slashing damage as Yenzik rips the spearhead or the harpoon head out of your shoulder, and blood just starts squirting off your shoulder and running down your chest. Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Yenzik reels.
Sorry, would that cancel out Sanctuary because he did damage to someone?
No, because it's not attack damage, right? Yeah, and it's not his concentration; it's your concentration. And he didn't, and Sator didn't do. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because
he didn't attack him. He didn't attack him. I would say no. He was just interacting with an object.
The DM is kind.
Yeah. Yeah. No need to get rid of all that stuff. Ivar, how you doing, buddy?
So can you hear me now?
Yay!
Yes.
Good. It's probably a bit worse now, but at least it works.
At least we can hear you. Sultry voice.
Yes. It's my turn?
Yes, it is your turn, bud.
Good. Before I wanted to just basically catapult up at the end of my turn, so I'm basically 10 feet up and still flying for this turn.
Oh, okay.
And now I would like to, full on grapple one of those flying creatures.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And
You wanted to do what to them, bud?
I would like to I would like to basically fly at them and grapple them, and awesome. one of them, And then I would like to use my quicken spell to cast what was it? Shocking Grasp.
Okay. So your tails allow you to grapple them as a bonus action?
Yes, but I would grapple them as an action and then use my quicken spell to use that as bonus action instead.
Okay. One sure.
I otherwise would. I think it states that I would need to attack with the tails first to grapple them as a bonus action with them.
Okay.
So-
Gotcha. Sure. Okay. So go ahead and make your athletics check as you're flying in the air, boosted up from your magic from before, and you pull out your mana wings and you dive bob down.
Oh God. Oh dear God.
Another one, really?
And you still roll higher than this thing, even with a natural 1. You dive bomb down. Boy, okay, so this is gonna be a mixed result here. This is one.
Would this be a good time to tell you it is also time for another Wild Magic Search? We
Oh,
get 20
yeah, this
retweets.
is-
No, not another mortal.
Okay, so we got to roll a d4 to see who gets the surge. Would you guys think we should do that? I think we should do that. So roll a d4. We'll say that Scrat 1, Ivor 2, Gaja 3, Kismet 4. And let's roll a d4. Okay, Gaja. Go ahead. What's the number, Scrat? Magic number?
614.
Roll a d1 1d 614.
There's actually more than that in there now, but I haven't updated it.
Okay. Do you know how to do that in the? Yes, you do.
62.
Surge, baby, surge.
I'm ready.
It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, it'll be something, all right.
At least your head's
The
not
other-
stuck in a bottle.
Yeah, the other two went so well. Yeah, sure. Okay. Ooh, okay.
Oh no, he went ooh.
Yeah, that's
Faith.
faith.
It's okay, I'm sitting down. Give it to me.
1d4 of parentheses S, or meaning multiple people.
You are the DM. You may interpret this Wild Magic Surge however you feel. I don't attest to understand half of them.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say that. Sure. Let's see. We'll roll another d4 and see how many. Okay, 1. Okay, so 1, and which. Nargo, you're not. You are a caster. Okay, so
Yes.
comes back around to you anyway. That's right. So, or not Nargo. I'm sorry. Gaja. Gaja, you see Ivor take to the sky, and then you see him eyeball one of these crawl creatures that are flying in around the party. He dives down, gliding like a manta, and you see lightning and wind begin to swirl around his body. One of these small little strands of lightning happens to jump, like arc over towards you a little bit and zap the tip of your trunk. As it zaps the tip of your trunk, it doesn't hurt so much as send a tingle from your trunk to your toes. But it sends a tingle from your trunk to your toes and back up to your arms.
On my hands again.
Yep, out to your hands, but it doesn't make your hands feel dangerous. It makes your hands feel light, and your arms feel light. And then they turn invisible. Your arms are invisible. So you're sitting there trying to pull your warhammer out, and you see the warhammer, you can see it, you can feel it, but your arms are invisible.
My ears are going like.
So yeah, your arms are invisible. For Gaja, can you roll 2d4, please?
Phew.
How many turns is that? 6 turns?
Six rounds. Yep. Okay, so for 6 rounds, your wonderful Loxodon appendages are invisible. Okay, so let's get back to Ivar. You are diving down, and with your beautiful natural 1 still beating the crawl, I think we'll meet halfway on this. So you collide with the crawl flying, and you guys entangle. You're much larger, especially with your wingspan, than this small size crawl, and you kind of wrap around it. You manage to grapple it. Your tails come up and they twirl around its torso, and the crawl is fighting to get off of you. You manage to grapple the crawl, and you also manage to place your hands on its carapace and send. Go ahead and make your shocking grasp attack.
There we go.
Oh yeah, 16 hits. You send a blast of lightning through its body, and it begins to quiver and shake and do some weird twitching shit. Its antenna like doing some kind of Caribbean dance maneuver, and you send lightning through its body, 6 damage. This one was already previously damaged by Kiz. So, and you send lightning through its body. Unfortunately, you don't get to use your gliding abilities too often, and you forget that now that you wrap them around the creature, you don't have any means to keep yourself aloft, and you and the creature fall to the ground.
I got you.
And good. Yeah, not far enough. Luckily he wasn't far enough up that it's going to do you any damage, but you are now prone. You fall. He falls on you, and you're wrapped around him. The wing gets knocked out of you, and you're prone. Although you still have movement, I believe. So, would you like to do? What else would you like to do in your movement of any sort?
Well, I would like to stand back up, but is the creature prone as well?
No, the creature you're wrapped around it. It's essentially like you're hugging it, and it's inside. Nobody can see it. It's inside your wingspan. Almost.
A burrito.
Yes.
I would like to keep my tails basically wrapped around him, so if possible, so it can't stand up or something. That's basically, and try to stand up myself.
Okay. So yeah, you use the remainder of your movement to stand up, and as you stand up, you unfurl your manta wings, and there everyone can see Ivor has with his tails holding in front of him a crawl that is like fighting to get free out of his grasp. Ivor, you have like full control of his movement right now. You're holding him up off the ground.
Okay, good. Yeah.
And his wings are pinned. His wings and legs are pinned. Like, yeah, he can't. He's got to fight to get free. Let's see.
I presented to the party.
Look what I got. Okay, Sador, you're up, brother.
I have a thing attached to me, right? That one that I just had a tribute, because he's looking pretty damaged.
Yeah, he's looking. Yeah, he's definitely bloodied. He's okay, maybe not quite bloody, but he's definitely damaged.
Okay, and is he within 10 feet of me?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Then I would like to lash out with my flail at him.
Oh, okay.
Does a 15 hit him?
A 15 hits. Yes.
Awesome. I will do some damage with that. I think I'll also divine smite him.
Ooh.
I think I'll do it at... No, I'll do it just level 1.
Oh, man. If the commander could see you now. Just all that... all the
Is it dead?
21. Oof. Okay, so you divine smite him. You bring your flail down, and you hear a crunch as the back of the creature's neck is caved in. Its head is hanging on by like half of its neck, and you can see that it's still alive, but it's kind of like holding its head up with its shoulder, holding its head on with its shoulder, and it's like you can tell he's barely on the brink he's on the brink of death. He's barely hanging on to life.
Is it immobilized? Like
No, it's-
combat-wise?
No, you can tell that he can defend himself, but doesn't look like for long. He's still holding his harpoon.
I'm going to ignore him as a lesser target and attack the other one with my second attack.
Okay.
8.
You turn. What is it? 8. So the one that had its harpoon stuck in the ground, you turned to swing at him, and he quickly flies backwards, just far enough to avoid the flail coming through his midsection. And he's still trying to pull his harpoon out of the ground and get back in the fight. Bonus action or movement?
So I'm still concentrating on my Bane as bonus action for the time being.
Okay.
All of the 3 that are closest to Yiznek. Yinsek. Yizn. One of them.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Jensik.
Yensik, there we go. I knew it was one of them.
One of them words. Okay. Okay, so okay, Gaja. Ooh,
Yeah.
You got a little thing there in your kidney.
Oh,
And, your Warhammer's
goodness, my arms are invisible. Okay, So does it take one attack to pull the Warhammer out of the ground?
You can either use one of your attacks, or you can use a bonus action athletics check. Say DC 12.
Okay, I'll try that. I'll do an athletics to try and pull out my Warhammer.
Ah, okay. So you, with your invisible arms, you.
Yeah, and I spend like a fraction of a second just going like, "Wow, that is different. That is very different." And then I'm going to thwack the one that's trying to pull his thing out of me. Yeah.
Thwack.
Oh,
I love that word. Thwack.
thwack. Oh, that
That's
is
great.
terrible. And seeing that doesn't work, I have a question, DM. If I put my hammer down just momentarily and I punch him with an invisible arm, do I get advantage because my arm is invisible?
I probably not, because the rest of you is visible.
Yeah, but he can't see the punch coming at him.
He can't see the fist, but I think he can see the large elephant going with its nubby. Got little nubbies. Yeah, we'll go this. We'll go with this particular one. You know what? We'll give you advantage on the first strike to this creature because it's unable to judge your distance for a dodge. After that, I think you'll get the hint if you connect. That nubby or no nubby.
I just really want to try this.
Sure. Yep.
So, let's
Go ahead and
see.
do it with advantage.
Unarmed strike is just 1d20 plus my strength. And do I get proficiency?
If you're proficient in unarmed strikes.
Oh, in that case, no, because I'm not a monk.
Or if you have no, I know the Minotaur does. Do you have any racial attacks? Do you have like a gore or something? I can't remember if Luxodon kept that or not.
No, we're just so gentle.
That's such a,
Beautiful, gentle creatures.
okay. We can give a beautiful, gentle, invisible punch in the face.
Yes. Does that hit? 14?
A 14 just hits. Yes. So okay.
What's
It's
the
like-
damage
it's-
for a Luxodon punch?
Well, normal unarmed strikes is unless you have specific damage for it is one damage plus your strength mod.
Should I roll again to crit fish?
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah,
You
roll
said
advantage.
advantage from the first
Yes.
one.
Yeah, go ahead. Give it a shot.
First one was better.
Yeah, it'll be 1 plus your strength mod, unless you have an ability that says roll a d4 or a d6 or whatever.
No, so it'll be 3.
Okay, so 3 damage.
I feel like being the size that I am, I should hurt more.
You would think so. Yeah, it's so weird that you're standing. If you were standing next to a Loxodon that was a monk, somehow he would be hurting more than.
I don't know, right? Yeah. But anyway, that was very satisfying.
Yeah, so you take your little nubby, or what looks like a nubby, and you swing wide with the nub, and the crawl's face just like its jaw kind of cracks and slides over to the side a little bit, and
can I add a divine smite on that?
yes, it's a divine
Radiant
smite.
invisible fist.
That is awesome. So let me see if this divine smite. Is it all melee attacks, or is it a melee weapon?
Oh, melee weapon attack. Is my fist a weapon? No, because I'm not a monk.
Yeah, we'll let that in the paladin range. Okay, so no smiting yet. Not for the invisible fist of glory. We'll save it for your Warhammer. Anything else, guys? Bonus action, movement.
I'll start moving back towards my people with
I guess
the
you did both.
harpoon stuck in my back.
You're just dealing with it.
I'm an
You're
elephant.
tough.
I don't care.
Okay. Kiz is a bio, so we will we'll have the crawl. I guess we'll have the crawl go now. At least the one by you, Gaja. So this crawl is trying to yank you by the harpoon that's still stuck in you. It's going to roll a yay. So
is that contested?
It's no, it's not a he's not trying to move you. He's going to retract it and then try to attack you again to get a better sink in you, because pulling you is obviously not working. So he's going to push kind of twist his harpoon, the tip retracts, and then he's going to try to shove it down in you again. I'm assuming 25 hits?
25 does hit, yes.
Okay. Shite.
Kidding me?
For 15 more piercing damage. As he sinks it right beside your spine on your back, like right in the middle. So you know how when your back gets itchy and you just can't reach it, you have these elephant arms trying to reach the middle of your large
invisible arms trying to reach.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, your little nubbies are waving in the air
and making trumpety sounds because I'm an elephant.
Okay.
I'm not even going to try and do the trumpety sounds.
So the crawl actually has its feet pressed on your back, and it's pushing down with its weight rather than trying to pull you, because it's realizing your weight. It's not going to be able to pull you. So just the one crawl going. We're going to hop back to Kiz. Kiz, what would you like to do?
Me? Okay. I think the safest option for me is to keep short bowing critters.
Okay, so you're kind of circling out safety and firing in.
I like to live. Is there one particular? So is Ivar still wrapped up in one?
He's.
Okay, I got one wrapped up and presented to you to attack. You have advantage. I think it's pro.
I would love to shoot at the Ivar spider burrito, but I'm also afraid that I will miss and shoot Ivar in the face.
It was a not one that could happen, but otherwise he is holding it. He is holding it out away from his body.
Okay, let's try the burrito.
Oh man. So you shoot, and the crawl that Ivar's holding manages to get a wing free and flaps it enough that it kind of moves his tails around and moves out of your shot line, and you shoot where it was, but the arrow goes through that space.
Bye, burrito.
Pro? I don't know.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, not advantage, because that's right. That's why it didn't go advantage. Because she's at ranged attack. Melee attacks get advantage. Range gets
How far away am I?
From him, you're only 15 feet.
Oh, bollocks. Okay.
Should have stabbed him.
Yeah, I should have stabbed him.
I didn't think to. to suggest. Okay. So you fire away. Bonus action movement. You got both to do. Yeah, if you like.
No, I don't think I. Because I can hide or dash, but I should have. Nah, we're good.
Okay. Okay. So.
Sorry, Ivor.
Bopping along. Okay. So the rest of the crawl, the other 4 crawls. So, we have 2 of the crawls still trying to get at. What's his name? Oh, now I can't remember his name. Yensik. Still trying to get at Yensik. So the 2 crawl dive or go to dive on Yensik after attacking you, Sador. And okay. So one of them decides that, well, Sador, you're just the better target. He's not up for attacking Yensik, but the other one does. He's able to push through the urge from Sanctuary to attack Yensik and flies down at him. So, oh no. Okay. So Yensik's cowering by Gaja, and after pulling the harpoon out of Sador's shoulder, he cowers back. He holds the box tightly, and the crawl dives in to stab him, and does so. Okay. It manages to stab Yensik in the belly, right from the side, just narrowly missing the box. It's stabbing him in the belly with his harpoon.
Am I 5 feet from Yansik?
Can I re-roll my Bane? Maybe I could reduce that. I mean, even a 4 probably won't.
Because
what's your armor class? Or no, it's his armor class. Or his armor class is 13. So what's? Oh yeah, he's fucked. Go ahead.
Am I close enough to make a reaction because they've got fighting style protection?
Sure, why not? We'll say you moved in. Everything's kind of conversing at a very localized area. So yeah, let's get some mileage out of that.
Because I'll try to use my shield to sort of like you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You must be with the shield, which I am.
Awesome. Okay, so you see it going in for the fine broker, and you try to jump in front with your shield. Its second attack is a fail. All right, so the crawl manages to break through your magic, and you feel it. You feel, oh shit, the sanctuary is not holding. So you dive in front of it with the shield, and manage to block out of the way. Very good. Hold on a second. Let me try to. Okay, whatever. I'll do what I can. Yeah. Time of day. Okay, so Sador, the fourth one of these creatures is trying to take another dive at you. They've tasted the blood. It's in the air. That and your shoulder is starting to spray a little bit. And it's going to take a dive at you. Does the 20 hit?
Does it what hit?
20.
Is this one baned?
Yes, this one is. So you can go ahead and roll a D4 for the round. Maybe you can get that D4. Or maybe you can get that 4 on the D4, hopefully. Yes. Does a 16 hit?
No.
All right. Okay, so the fourth crawl dives down at you. He swoops down. You nimbly dodge out of the way, and he just keeps flying. Not happy that he just missed his opportunity to take you out. Okay, the fifth one is so messed up that he's trying to use his harpoon to prop himself up, and it looks like he's getting ready to try to fly away. Sador, he's kind of, you can smell burnt creature, and he's all jacked up. He's on the verge of death. So he looks like he's getting ready to flee. And that is their turn. So Yensik screams out, "Thank you to you, Gaja," and continues to hide.
You're most welcome, dear sir.
Continues to hide like in your in your shadow, trying to keep you between him and the crawl. And top of the order, Gaja, you're up.
I am. How many are left? Sorry, I was gone for a minute.
All 5 are left. One of them, it looks on the verge of death. A second one looks very messed up, and the other 3 look pretty hardy.
All right, so I look at them and go like,
Do I still have the mine?
"Stop this, and we will let you live. Clearly, you are outmatched."
One of them kind of looks at you like in the face and blinks its many eyes, and like scowls at you.
And I give him my most intimidating elephant face.
With your invisible arms.
I mean, surely that works in my favor.
I'd be scared. Yeah.
I know.
Definitely.
I'm scared.
So what would
I
you
hope
like
they
to
come
do?
back. And to make my point a little bit stronger, I will whack one with my warhammer. The one that's one of the ones that's healthiest, and I'm trying not to kill them just yet.
Oh, okay.
Just yet.
Okay. So you're looking for sure, absolutely. You reach over. There is one that seems to have some kind of magical effect on him. Who's pretty healthy.
Are you effing kidding me? What is wrong with me today? I only roll 8 for attack with the warhammer. But I do have a second attack, so thwack and thwack. Oh, that's better.
We love the thwack. It's deadly thwack. Okay, so you swing down for the first try, and the creature dodges to the side, and it looks like it's going to try to crawl underneath your feet, or between your legs rather, and it starts to skitter down, and you just come straight down on its back.
Oh no, you don't.
With your warhammer. Go ahead and roll damage. There you go. Okay. So you smash it right in the back.
And now can I divine smite?
Absolutely.
It's 2d8. Plus 6.
Okay, so 11. Oh, nice. So that's a nice crunch. You catch like his hip as he's going between your legs, or trying to go between your legs. You smash down on his hip, and he just kind of flops down on the ground. He pulls himself up real quick and looks up at you like,
"Oh no, you don't, buddy."
No.
I request that you do not do such a thing. Humbly, please.
Sweet.
Even in the heat of battle, just so chipper.
It's
and
important. Manners make us the elephant.
I think I saw that on a greeting card once. Yes. That's so sweet. Okay, so next up is Kiz.
Me.
Get
Now
it.
can I stab somebody?
Oh, sure. We still have the one. Ivor's still holding. Wait, speaking of that, where is Ivor?
I should be first.
You are the top. Okay, that's because I wrote your
Sorry.
name. Yes. So okay, hold that thought, Kiz. Let's go back up to Ivor, who was supposed to go a while ago. I started writing one way and then so I skipped both you and Sator, I believe. So yeah. So Ivor, go ahead and what would you like to do?
Well, I'd like to hold the one that I have out in front of me, trying to aim down towards, if possible, as many others as there are.
Mhm.
So I have them all in a line, and then I would like to cast a thunder wave and catapult that guy basically into the others.
Okay, sure. So you hold him out. You're probably gonna have to like push him out off you or let him go essentially, because if not,
I
he's
lay him on the ground in front of me.
okay. There you go. Just toss
So
him
he's
out.
still prone, huh? I mean,
Yeah. Okay. So I'll have him make a con save, and think this is this +1, so 14. Okay. So it'll still do the damage. Let's see here. Ooh, nice. Okay, so half damage, or yeah, half damage. So 19, 9, half damage. Actually, that was the one that was hurt. The other one that was hurt. So, okay. So, I'm gonna make one of the other ones make a dex save. As you push him out on the ground, you cast Thunder Wave, and you see his the crawl's body kind of contort, and it go lifeless, and it flies through the air, and starts to fly towards one of the other crawl. The one that is looks like it's trying to dive into Sador. And let's see, let's make him make a dex save. This +3. Okay, he makes it. So it flies through the air towards the crawl in front of Sador, and the crawl dodges backwards, and the dead one just smacks into the wall and just slides down. It is dead before impact.
One down.
Bonus action and movement.
Well, that is regrettable.
I fly up. I'm 10 feet up again.
Okay. You take back to the skies and your
Yeah.
majestic Batman manta pose.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Sador, you're up.
So can we just have a quick recap? What's left? We've just had some die, so we've got 4 in the air still.
Yeah, well, yes, you have one broken one on the ground that you screwed up that is almost dead and smoking. He looks like he's propping himself up on his harpoon and he's getting ready to flee. The other 3 are Gaja just smashed one, and Kiz just shot at one. Or no, she shot at the one that Ivor had. And the other 2, Yenzik, one was attacking Yenzik and he missed, and the other one's still in midair.
Okay. And are any of them looking particularly healthy or particularly injured? Except for the one on the floor, obviously, that's getting ready to flee.
Yeah, that one is near death. One is pretty injured, the one that just got smited by Gaja, and the other 2 are healthy.
And the one that Gaja smited is close to me, right? It's within 10 feet?
Yeah, 10 feet exactly, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I'll attack that one then. I'll use my flail again. There's a 19 hit.
Oh yeah, 19 hits.
For 3 bludgeoning damage, but we'll divine smite that as well.
Smash it. Okay. Which one was this you're swinging at?
The low health one that's within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
Not the fleeing one.
You don't even need to waste your smite. You bring your flail down, and what's left of him, he just.
Oh, I meant not the fleeing one. I'm gonna let the fleeing one flee.
Oh, okay, sure, okay.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. The other one, the one that Gaja just smited.
Okay, gotcha. So 3, and then go ahead and roll your smite damage.
Boom.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, you come down with your flail on the one that's looks like it's very thoroughly not amused by Gaja, and you come down on him. He's getting up from being smashed down by her warhammer attack, and you smite him as well. He's like, "Come on, man!" No, he doesn't say that. So he starts to get up, and he's smashed back down to the ground, and he looks back at you he looks very injured now as well.
Like he's gonna flee injured?
More than likely, yeah. I don't think he's going to survive much longer. He just got hammered twice in a row with Divine Smite. Yeah, he's hurting.
Okay, and are there any of the other healthy ones within 10 feet?
The other one you baned, the other healthy one you baned is within 10 feet.
I will attack that one as well then, with my second attack. But it's a 7.
Okay. Yeah, 7 doesn't. You swing up at it. He's kind of airborne. You swing up at it, and he quickly.
Yeah, I'll just maintain my hunter's mark and give it the death stare.
He did just watch you Smash is kin. So fair enough. Fair enough. I see you seeing me. Okay. So now, Kiz. Now, Kiz, him. It's your turn.
So the one that Ivar was burritoing is gone. It's out.
Yeah. He just sent it flying, and it's dead up against.
Okay. Gosh, have you communicated to any of us that you want to keep them alive, or am I just blithely trying to kill things?
One is dead.
I would think that it's quite obvious, but it would be obvious to me, not necessarily to you.
Okay. Yeah, because A, I'm a dude, and B, I'm a goblin, so if you haven't said anything like don't kill them, I'm probably going to try and stab one to death.
I am looking quite sadly at the one that's dead.
Yeah, but you're just sweet, so you would look sadly at them anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there one within 20 feet of me that I can knifey knife?
Yeah, there's 2 within 20 feet of you.
Okay,
Or 3, actually.
oh good. Is there one injured? Well, is there the closest one, I guess, because I don't want to get surrounded by them.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, all of them are injured except for 1.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go for the one that's closest to me.
Okay. Sure.
And
Yeah,
then-
that one's pretty injured.
Okay, sweet. Does.
Oh yeah. 22 definitely. Okay, so
Are we within 5 feet of it as well to provide a sneak attack?
Yeah, how close was I?
I would say Gaja's within 5 feet. This is the one that just got smited twice. Is the closest
Okay.
one. So you could just, it's kind of like
Blow on it and yeah, okay.
So you walk up. You can go ahead and roll the sneak attack damage. Let's see what we.
How do I do that?
If you don't have it plugged in, then I think just roll 2d6. Because I think you're at 2d6 at level 5 with sneak attack damage.
Okay.
I'll wait until you're done this turn, then I'll add it.
Okay. Oof. So you sneak up behind it and you plunge your dagger into the creature's side, and it like shrills out, and it starts to fall over. It pulls the dagger out of its side and pushes you away, and you see like this green, very thick molasses-like substance start out of its side. The creature is dropped its harpoon and has both hands on its side. It's not dead, but it's bleeding out.
Not dead yet.
Yeah, it looks very, very injured now.
Okay.
With the flesh wound.
You're all rotten.
All right, I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay, so very good stab. Wow. Okay, especially with a dagger. Good. Let's see here. Okay, it's the Crawl's turn. Oh boy, they're looking kind of shoddy. Let's make a roll, shall we?
It's what we're here for.
Well, they think rather intelligently that this probably isn't going to end well for them. So they're all going to try to fly back down the tunnel from where they came from. All of you, except for Ivar, can take opportunity attacks if you'd like.
Oh, yay.
I believe the answer to that is always hell yes.
So
Oh no, I'm just letting them go if they want to go.
the one that just got smash stabbed manages to pick itself up, leaves its harpoon lay, and is holding its bubbling guts, trying to hold them in his carapace, and it like signals to the other ones that it's time to leave, gentlemen. I think that we're not welcome here. Maybe I'm getting a hint that we should go. And the other 3 remaining ones all nod, and they all try to take to the sky and flee.
As they're starting to go, I look at the leader and I go like, please don't bring any more of your friends. It would be unfortunate for you.
The creature looks back at you, kind of doesn't look like it really is quite grasping what you're saying, and just looks at you and it doesn't have a tongue. Man, I was looking for a stick out a tongue kind of thing, but
They'll probably do other naughty gestures.
yeah.
Shakes its butt.
Kind of picturing the face of those like little tiny scrawny things off Men in Black. So, little, so they take off and start flying away. Who all would like opportunity attacks?
Pick me.
Okay, Gaja, sure. So the leader-esque, the one with the bright idea, you can go ahead and swing at him if you'd like. He's within 5 feet of you.
Well,
And same thing.
Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Okay. Kiz, the leader one starts to fly away. Would you like to take a stab at it?
Yeah. Do I just do dagger again, or?
Yeah, whatever melee strike you'd like.
I cast dagger.
Oh, did I?
That's okay. We'll take
I
that.
cast stabby stab.
Go ahead and click dagger and roll that.
Does it matter which one? I accidentally hit it twice. First one is.
They're both the same.
There we go. Sneak attack added. Yay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Well, you won't get it this time because I think it's only sneak attack once per round, right?
Oh.
I think so. Yeah.
I think sneak attack can only be used once per round.
And can you be using?
They're aware of me now.
Yeah, once per round. You're right. Yeah.
Okay. But 5 piercing damage is 5 damage, and 5 damage is exactly how much it had left.
Yay!
What are you doing as this thing is kind of cockily trying to fly away and keep himself together? You manage to quickly run up and what would you like to do to it?
Well, I've already stabbed it, yeah?
Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want with your dagger attack. Yeah. As it's flying away.
I just dash up and stab him and grab my dagger and I guess take a couple steps back and look around at the rest of them. Okay.
So this one flies away. It's kind of making a at Gaja. It doesn't see you come in from the side, and you just and stab it up in the belly. So now he's holding this hole here, and he gets a hole here, and he's like, and it like a plane going down. It hits the ground, and he's dead as soon as he hits the ground. He just bled out.
Woot.
Yeah, woot, and he's down. Sator, the one that was by you that is almost also almost dead. You can get an attack on him if you'd like, as he's fleeing.
I'll flail thee badly.
Ah! I think he was prepared for your retaliation.
Unless they're prone?
He wasn't, but I mean, if you can come up with another good one.
No, it's all good. I'll just I just flail at him.
Okay, you swing at him with your flail, and it is like, fuck this. I'm out. Survival. Beep, beep, beep. Danger. So it quickly. The other 3 quickly, all with the exception of one, are very injured, and they take off down the tunnel as quickly as possible. And the fine broker kind of peeks up and, oh, did we get them?
Well, that was unfortunate. I looked down at the dead ones. Also, they have made quite a mess. I start cleaning up.
There's no time,
the
Gaja.
fungus.
There's no time. Clearly, they are after our
Lucky Charms?
person.
Oh, what's that on the ground? Is that a 4-leaf clover? Oh, there we go. Okay.
No, I do put the dead one sort of like to the side of the path, sort of like nicely, and then I say a few words.
Squish.
Oh, those were a group of crawl assassins, not very intimidating by themselves, but if I was here and I didn't have you all, I would have surely died.
Oh, yes, you would have.
I appreciate it. You will get a gleaming report for this. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Shall we? I mean,
we should
the ladder.
move.
Yes. The ladder is right up there. Oh, such efficient killers and thoughtful protectors. Looking at you, Gaja.
Gaja, would you like to go first or behind on the ladder?
First, I would like to address the fact of my missing arms.
Yeah, which are now starting to.
Sort of like, God damn it, there's no time. There's assassins around.
The
Do we want
Inquisitors.
the elephant going up the ladder first?
Mm.
That
I'm
was
already up there.
You make an excellent point, Kiz. Perhaps I should bring out the rear this time.
But can you imagine? Okay, I need you to make an athletics check to pull the goblin out your butt.
Oh,
that you
God.
landed on when you fell down the ladder. Oh man.
That'll definitely be a con save for the goblin as well. Minimum.
Yeah. Can you survive? He's gonna use the shambling mounds and golf ability. Oh man. Okay. So Ivory, you're one step ahead as Kenzik seems to be getting like it's okay. It's okay to be brave now because they're going to protect me. You're flying and he's like pointing to you, that ladder over there. That ladder over there. And you easily start to glide down. And with 20 feet glide, you don't quite make it to the ladder. It's like 100 feet ahead. I was hoping to glide you the whole way there, but it is quite far away. But you do glide down in front of the rest of the party if you'd like to make a pose of some sort. It was majestic. It was a majestic glide. Yeah.
Superhero
Dabber.
pose.
Yes,
Vogue.
you attacked with the dabber. Okay, so you all ascend the ladder, and you head into the Celestian precinct. The precinct predominantly protected and inhabited by the Celestian Conclave. Celestian Conclave is essentially the hippie guild, although they are about love, peace, community. They do have a very mighty army to back up their, hey, we need you to be peaceful or else kind of thing.
I totally understand.
Yes. Yeah, you would get these people, maybe not all their ideals of peace and harmony, but you head up out of the sewers, out of the Undercity, and onto the streets. And Jensik kind of brushes himself off and looks at the light and how do you people live up here? This is gross.
What?
I'm smelling my clothes and I'm like, This
It's
is
quite free.
As we've been walking, as often as I can, I'm gonna use my lay on hands to heal myself up.
Sure. Yeah. You can feel your shoulders start to heal up.
Just a flesh wound. That's my lay on hands, right there.
Is anyone else injured?
I mean, I still have Fred on my neck, but I don't think he's doing any harm.
It suits you.
Starting to meow. Got it.
I
Yeah.
retained no damage.
Yes. So Jensik also didn't have any damage. So Jensik takes you a few blocks over, and he looks in the box once, and closes it, and looks at a piece of paper. Okay, this is the place. And you guys get to a tavern called the Happy Thallid, and it shows a little picture of a mushroom, a wooden carving of a mushroom with an ale in each arm. It's like, and that's like their billboard. And you guys go inside, and it's a pretty cheerful, kind of, you would think like a Hobbit village feeling with the Celtic music. And everybody seems pretty happy. Except for one individual, a cloaked elf woman, sitting alone in a booth with a cup of something on the table. And Jensik looks at you. I think that's her.
Who's her?
Our contact, Celestian agent.
And not an inquisitor.
Oh, I hope not. I don't believe so.
She might be.
I walk forward.
We can ask her. Ask her politely. Don't make her mad. They're taking me in.
I'm awfully suspicious of the fact we don't expect her.
And I sort of like tap her lightly on the shoulder, like, excuse me.
Oh my.
Hi. Would you happen to be the Celestian operative waiting for Yancey?
Boy, you are very, very forthcoming.
I find it helps a lot.
I'm waiting for the find broker. Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm
You're
Sasha,
not.
and I sit in front of her.
Are you I can't, hearing us go, are you intending to ask the fine broker questions?
No. Well, other than to make sure he's who he says he is.
I think that passes my test.
Oh, are you a scholar?
In a
No?
way.
Oh, okay. My, you are a colorful bunch. She kind of looks over at you, Ivor. Ooh, my, that's. Hi. A little nervous.
Wave with my tails as well.
She looks at you, Kiz, and she stands up when she sees you, Kiz, and says, "Oh, sir, would you like to have a seat?"
Yeah.
Oh, by all means, go ahead. She must have a thing for goblins.
I'm like,
So
It's Fred.
it's Fred, definitely, yeah.
Right. Yeah, that must be it. Yeah, they are plant people. They do love their plants. She lets you slide in and she sits down. Yes, Mister. They said it was Jensik, the fine broker, and he nods. He sits down as well beside Kaja, and okay, I will make this brief, Mr. Fine Broker Jensik, sir. We can offer you protection and purpose in the Celestian Conclave. I hope, living in the sun and basking in all its glory will be okay with you. And he just kind of, Jensik grumbles and looks at you guys like maybe he made a bad decision. But he takes the box, and Gaja, he hands you, kind of shakily, hands you this box, this rugged wooden with like a leather coated box, and he opens it up to show you that the box is filled with signets, which are powerful, kind of powerful devices that you would receive if you get some rank within your guild. Each guild has a signet, and each signet does something special. It's like cast a spell for your guild, depending on what guild you are. But they're pretty powerful. And there's also some kind of gauntlet in this box that it has buttons and tubes and shit coming out of it. And he hands the box to you shakily. Be careful with that. And thank you all. Looks at all of you.
I hand it to Kismet. Here you go.
Oh shit.
It was assigned to you to keep the thing safe. So keep the thing safe.
Press it, right?
No touching the buttons.
Okay.
I will sit on you.
We'll have that con save yet. It's coming. Yes, Mr. Kiz, please don't. Please don't touch the buttons. It will go boom.
Don't go boom, please. Dreadfully messy.
Yes.
Wait, so we all go boom or just something goes boom?
It will go boom and hurt you.
Wait, so it'll blow up in my hands?
Yes.
So what if I press the button I threw it?
Probably not enough time to keep you alive.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Oh, that's a line I haven't heard in a while.
I step back.
He's smart.
Perhaps we could put the button at 40 yards and throw javelins at it until we hit the button.
Did anyone save a harpoon?
Do I need to remind everyone of the tenets of the Boris Legion? Because I can recite them all by heart.
And there's a try hard for you. Okay. Well, okay, so listen, this is the information I need to pass. please bring this to your superiors before you decide to blow yourself up. Okay? Let's just say that leadership in the Golgari is getting ready to shift. And I don't exactly know, and my sources don't exactly know, what powers are going to be shifting, but it's going to upset the balance of Ravnica itself. Bring this to your superiors, have them pass it up to that angel, that Ariel, and have her...
I thought she wasn't there.
have her tend to the matter quickly. I know nothing more than this. And now I shall seek my refuge with the Celestians and hopefully endure the sunlight as much as possible.
May I perhaps know the source of this information that you hold?
I cannot tell. For magic would bind me to die if it should leave my lips.
Oh, that does sound unpleasant.
Yes.
Wait,
Hint,
so-
though. Can you hint? Mime? Draw?
Can anyone revive?
Not at this level.
Permadeath?
Oh.
I'm sorry. Just please respect my privacy and safety on the matter, and report to your superiors immediately. This is very important information.
Yes,
And
Nuka.
thank-
At first I thought you were an interloper or betrayer that would turn on us the first moment, but you have proven yourself okay by me.
I haven't
tell
known
you-
him long, but I believe this is high praise.
You may take with you this hearty fist bump.
He looks at his like frail little fist and kind of, Thank you. High honor, I'm assuming. Okay, very good. Okay, well, thank you all very much. Please, safe journey. Thank you. He slides out so Gaja, so you can get out and leave with the box and your compatriots.
Have a nice day.
And he sits back down with the Celestian operative, and you hear them start talking about safe passage and where he's going to live.
I keep my ears open and eavesdrop a little bit.
Okay, you can do a perception check.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of loud in here with everybody, everybody having a good time and everything. But yeah, you do hear them talking about, do I have to live, in the sunlight? Can you find me a severely shady spot, possibly with lots of plants all over me, and edible buttons. And so yeah, we'll talk about that as you leave. So, to paint this picture a little brighter, your party, you all completing the job, getting it done, and not only getting it done, but you're all pretty much healthy, and he didn't even get hit once, so that was a miracle. So you're all heading back to the forge, and job well done. Heading back to report and hopefully get some booty and some renown for your efforts. And as you walk away, as the camera pans, it points down on the Happy Thallid bar, and a grateful-looking Yensik walks out to the doorway with a drink in hand, and watches you all leave and nods his head. And the Celestian operative also comes out and looks at him and looks at all of you, and nods her head. And they look at each other, and they hold out their hands to shake each other's hands. And not that you could see it from where you're at, but on the insides of their hands, as a symbol, as they shake. And the symbol was that of the Demir Guild, the Guild of Secrets, the Guild of Spies, the Guild of Operatives, the Guild of Lies and Whispers, the Guild of Truce, the Guild of Darkness, run by a shapeshifter. They look at each other and their faces change. Yensix becomes a female elven face, and the Celestian operative becomes Yensix's face. and they shake each other's hands, and they walk away from the Happy Thallid together. And that's the end of our little prequel adventure for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and thank you guys for making this fucking hilarious. And
Thanks for inviting me. It was
yes.
fun.
Yeah.
So,
thank you all.
Scrat?
Yeah. Why don't I go? So I think we'll start with you this time, Kyle. What we're gonna do is we'll go round. Let's talk about our favorite part of the show and where we can find each other online and all that good stuff. So we'll start with you, Kyle.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sir Stalwart, and yes, thank you for your patience for this. I am super tired, messed up on sleeping thing, and also, yeah, just getting this DMing on somebody's channel thing down, trying to. Had a blast, absolute fun. Boy, I don't know as far as favorite part, but the fact that the way you guys rolled with everything, oh, this happens, okay, well, I'm gonna do this. Like, you guys were at the ready to adjust and make everything fun and just good shit. So yeah, thank you. Lots of fun moments, and this is just kind of a preview of what our campaign, our community campaign here on Scratch Channel is going to start next January in the setting of Ravnica, and we'll start with the Boros in January, and we'll do some episodes of Boros, and then we'll move on to some other guilds, which we'll reveal later. So yes, just had a blast and just happy. Thanks, Scrat, for allowing me to come hang out and meet these awesome and play with these awesome people.
Thank you. Yeah, so Kiana will return next week. We've got 2 more episodes of the one-shot wonders with Kiana, and then Kyle is going to take roughly this slot next year. We're going to move the time around a little bit, but beginning of next year, Kyle's going to come back and take over. So very much looking forward to that. Let's go round. So Nergo, same questions to you.
Well, it was a blast, like always. A bit of some technical difficulties, but I guess that's to be expected sometimes. And yeah, I loved my word magic search. What? But yeah, and yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
You did great, dude.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Persistence.
Yeah. I gotta get in there. Somehow.
So next round we have Ashley or Fate Kills. Oh, hi.
Hi guys, this was a blast. Playing with you guys was fantastic, and I think my favorite part was being allowed to lick everything in a house, in a yurt. I got to lick everything in a yurt, so that was wonderful. You can find me at Two Dorks TV. We stream a variety show during the week and interview people and just have a good time.
Fantastic. On topic as well, like this is the second day in a row we've had someone who just licks everything. Yesterday it was one of our regular cast. We did a one shot instead of doing our regular season, and she decided to be we played Toy Apocalypse, where we all played as toys, and she was a toy dinosaur that licked. She only had a sense of taste, so whenever she wanted to do anything, she just licked it. Great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Last but most certainly not least, oh hi, Skeptical.
Hi. So that was really funny. I haven't laughed this much during a D&D session in a while. The one that I regularly play at is kind of a tear jerker. And it was my first time streaming anything, so you guys made it pretty easy and painless. Thank you.
And no one would have ever known you're natural.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
You were fantastic.
Other than that, I can be found on Twitter at Skeptical. That's kind of like my... I hesitate to call it serious face because that's the one where I talk about game studies. So yeah, if you've got anything that's like Hispanic, if you're Hispanic, have friends who are Hispanic, have, families who are Hispanic, I'd love to talk to some Hispanic gamers about TTRPGs and interview you. I mean, it can be entirely anonymous so that I can claim that I'm working right now. Yeah.
I mean, if we know someone, does that count? Can I talk to you if I just like know? So anyway.
Yeah, I mean, any information at this point. I'm getting a little bit desperate because I haven't started writing anything yet.
Okay.
I have a game for you guys. It's called Tanzia, and the guys that do it, one of them is from Mexico. So
I might have a contact for you as well. I will remember
that would be
to
awesome.
speak to her.
That would make things so much easier for me. Because I live in France, but I'm having to find Hispanic people. So
I'll work on that. I'll work on it. So that just leaves me, you guys. Oh, sorry, are you done?
No, yeah, I'm done. I mean, I can talk forever, but
so that just leaves me, guys. Check out my social links. There they are. We've got Twitter, Discord, and YouTube. Twitter to get a game, send me a DM, and I will find you a game. Discord to come and join into our lovely community, and YouTube you can catch up with all of our other shows at the moment. We also have a Patreon where there is some free and not free stuff. You can go and check that out. You can support us for as little as $1 over there. We have merchandise as well. Sponsors in Bird in the Storm Publishing, who currently do a lot of merch that will bring us a lot of content next year, and Mage Hand Press, who made the Dark Matter expansion for 5e set in space, which you can see on Thursdays at 1 PM EST, run by my beautiful wife, who is melting our minds right now. That is absolutely everything. I had loads of fun. I'm really looking forward to next year's, Kyle. I can't wait to see how the season goes. And I'm going to take us over. And we're going to go and raid Madame Gandalf. We'll be back at 6 PM where I'll be doing a no prep stream. Where I will be taking moments out of the stream to literally pause and tell the viewers, you guys, when I am not prepared and what I'm going to do as on-the-fly preparations. Maybe try and make Wednesdays our how to DM sort of day, sort of kind of ish, maybe. How to lazy DM in a way. I'm very good at lazy DM. Yeah, so I'll get the raid call. I'll get the donkeys are aliens. Donkeys are aliens. I'll get the raid cooling down, and thank you very much for Potato Hollow for setting up our raid cry. I'm just going to go through licking things and taking them, which I know Alex will very much appreciate. We're live Monday to Thursday, 1 PM, 6 PM, 10 PM EST. We're in the last 2 weeks. So as of next week, it's going to be all penultimate episodes and finales. So tune in. Lots and lots of high-key drama. Until 6 PM, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys soon. Keep evoking emotions. Bye!
Yeah.
Bye.